name and he appears.
This is a friendship that'll never ever end.
Greetings and welcome to Winning Saturday Night. How's everybody doing out there? Hope you are all doing and living well. Welcome to the show. Let's start out by thanking all those awesome people in the winner's circle. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and thank you for being part of the solution. It means a ton. And a special thanks to Shelly and Wolfram, who support the channel over on Rumble as well. We are broadcasting live tonight on YouTube, Rumble, and X. Yes, we're back on X. And there's a new channel out there. So, yep, it looks like Wolfram's got it up, or Heidi's got it out there, as well as Wolfram and everybody else. So thank you so much for putting it out. We'll try to grow that channel back to where it was in good time, I guess. And the new year, it'll be a brand new goal to set. We'll see how fast we can get back to 1800. I'll have to put a lot of work in to do that, but we'll get it there. But thank you, and thank you for being here on Winning Saturday Night. Good to be live with you guys again after a week of recorded live streams. Interesting that was. I hope you guys enjoyed those live streams. It's Unveiling Reality Drone Apocalypse 2024 live streams, that is. It seems like those, we'll talk a little bit about those as we get started here with the show. Seems like those did pretty well. But first, let me thank everybody that's here. Hi, Heidi. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Wolfram, what's up, my friend? Thank you for dropping these links. Remember, when you're here, to always listen to the wolf. He knows what he's talking about. He wipes his paws, he lopes in, and he howls. And the Alpha Mod is in the house. Welcome to the show, guys. Thank you guys so much for taking good care of me. And hey, Kristen, how you doing? Good to see you. How you been? How have you been? I hope everybody had a great holiday season. I hope you did as well, Christine. And man, 3 weeks until my birthday. Oh wow, coming up fast. 29 every time. That's what we're doing. Welcome to the show, everybody that's watching out there. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. We got all kinds of things for you, but we're going to start off just by hanging out, because we haven't had a chance just to hang out in a week. I think it's been a week. Yeah, it's been about a week. I think almost a week. Sunday was the last time we just hung out and chatted for a minute. So we're going to do that to get started, man. I'll tell you what, New Year's is approaching fast, and I hope everybody, again, had a great holiday season. I hope all you who celebrate Christmas had a great Christmas. I had a great Christmas. We had a lot of family fun, and that's what it's all about. That's what it's really all about. And when the New Year's coming very fast, very fast. In fact, the New Year's will be here in just a matter of days. And of course, we'll be doing our New Year's celebration here. So I hope you guys will join us for our New Year's celebration. It's about just having fun, hanging out, chit-chatting, and watching some live concerts. We'll be watching live Widespread Panic this year if everything works out right, or we'll do something. But we'll be hanging out, counting down the New Year's, having a lot of fun with just the base crowd, the solution-based crowd, the ones who know, the ones who are in the know, the ones who are ahead of the curve when it comes to what the heck's going on in this world. That's what we do here each and every week, and I'm happy that each one of you are here to be part of it. But yeah, we'll have that New Year's Eve celebration. It should be a lot of fun, and very interesting as we get ready to launch to the new year with all the new stuff coming. Things have to evolve. They have to change. They have to adjust, and as we do, we'll keep going, and we'll see where this thing called Winning Reality takes us. Winning Reality, that is what is the idea, the avatar, the one behind this. And Winning Reality, the idea, came to me in a dream a long time ago and gave me the idea to start this channel, to move forward with this. And and to bring all of you together to be part of the solution. I'm happy that each one of you guys are here and show up each and every week. And the idea, it tells me which way to go. It tells me what to do. I am just the color green in a world of gray, and we shine the light of truth. We seek the truth. We're never going to have your bias confirmed here, but you will have someone that will walk with you to the truth, and that truth is the destination. So we get there, and we do it every week through thick and thin. And we'll talk about some of the things that are going on tonight before we get into our segments this evening. But I wanted to tell you guys, for those who are sticking around to hear it, the dream, the idea, winning reality, comes to me in a weird way of inspiration. It inspires, right? It guides. It says, do this, do that, try this, try that, and so on. And lately, I've been having a lot of dreams about the avatar, the idea talking to me. It's been really strange. Really strange. Like it's nudging me, it's telling me, it's inspiring me, but I can't quite recall them so well as I wake into this world. And I don't know what it's trying to say, but I will keep listening, and I'm sure it will make its intentions known. It will make its directions heard. It will find a way to point the way, to show the path, and to guide us into that solution culture that will help us be part of winning reality, right? A winning reality for each one of us. You know, and the thing about it is what I've learned over these years is that there are people out there who just hate winning. They hate it. They love losing because they lose, and so they hate winning. So they hate anything with the idea of someone else or something. They put their own spin on it, winning, right? Because they can't. And that's the sad part about it. And there's always going to be those kind of people out there that are going to work tirelessly to hurt others. They'll work tirelessly to profit off of others' misfortune, and that is a loser's mentality. That is a losing mentality. They seek out loss. They seek out pain. They seek out things like that, and that's what motivates them. That's what makes them feel like they're not as bad off as they've made themselves. Right? Is but the misfortune of others, and this world has a way of rewarding people who profit off of others' suffering, and that's a thing that needs to change. Wouldn't it be better to be in a world where people are rewarded for the opposite? You know, and this is a long-term corruption of our system, long-term demoralization of our society that people tend to slough off and forget is still an ongoing thing right now. It's something we have to work towards changing. And they seem to forget that that existence is still around us, and that's something that people like us are fighting against, right? And that's what people like us are coming together to stand up against and to change. But so many people forget that is still a thing that we have to deal with, and that the people that are doing that, the destroyers and amongst us, are still out in full force. I mean, it doesn't, just because we win an election or we do something, we have a few wins here and there, doesn't mean that the war is won and that the fight isn't still on, because they do nothing but fight in that realm, and then nothing but fight in the realm of darkness, and we fight in the realm of light against that darkness, right? And let us celebrate some light right now. Wolfram quoting some Aerosmith: "Dream on, dream on, dream until your dream comes true." That is, and dream a little dream for me. Yep. That's what we got to do, Wolfram. And thank you for being here and being part of all of this. You're a big part of it, actually. And thank you so much for everything you've done this year. I really do appreciate it. And you are the man. You are the man with the wolf, man. The man with the plan. All right. But yeah, there are, man. There are people out there, and on the models, the social media models that are out there are set to reward such things. Disinformation is rewarded even when it's disguised as someone trying to pretend like they know the truth. So many stories are out there right now. The dividers are out. The dividers think they got a foothold on us right now, and we have to fight back. Now I know my base crowd knows better than to buy the sell of these dividers and these people who flourish and strive to bring down others, to hurt others, to revel in others' misfortune. I know that you guys are better than that because you're here, and that's what does it. But that's what and you will find good people that think the same way as you when you are here. That's for true. Um, but there's still so many people out there that are just ready to get right back into that negative space as soon as anything comes up. What will we do in the future? What will we do to change this? This is up to people like us and bringing more people like us into the fold to work on these solutions together. And that's what we're gonna do. All right. So part of this is like one of the things before we get into the segments tonight to talk about some of the things going on today and right now. There's a big divide campaign going right now, and people are buying into it like they buy into the latest conspiracy grift. We have to be aware that the establishment is going to try anything they can to come between us, to divide us from the people who have been part of our victories of late. And there's no bigger division campaign going on right now than the IDF trying to divide us from two of our most powerful assets and allies in this fight. That is Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, who have been awesome for the entire year, and were key in our victory in November. Yet, how fast people are ready to be like, "Oh my god," over the littlest thing, and they don't even really know where it comes from. Cool gamer, what's up? How you doing, my friend? Thank you for supporting the channel. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well out there, my man. Um, and that's up there. I'll talk more in depth about it on Tuesday night. Tuesday before, I guess I'm gonna do a an early kind of winning 2024 on Tuesday, maybe a year in review kind of thing, and then we'll get to the party later on that night. We'll probably start a little bit, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll have guests and all that stuff. We'll see who wants to come in and celebrate the new year with us. And we'll take it from there. But the but man, yeah, there's that, and there's other things that are flying around right now that it just amazes me. And the weak spot, our weak, I say weak spot, on our side of things, right, is our distrust of government authority and so on. And that's not. It's a strength and a weakness at the same time. And so it's something that can be exploited. Let's put it that way. It's something that can easily be exploited because we're always waiting, right? We're always waiting to be betrayed because we've already been betrayed by the establishment, or the establishment narrative betrayed us. So it's always in our head, and they know that. They know that it's an exploit waiting to happen, and all you got to do is put a little doubt out there, and you'll watch the chaos erupt. They do it all the time with things. They're doing it, they're doing it they've done it with the drones. They've did it with the assassination attempts. They did it with everything out there because they know there's a ton of people waiting to get attention by being sensational and playing off people's uh, distrust of government and their fear of the unknown. And that is a fact of life. And it can be demoralizing to think about how hard of a battle that is to fight, right? To fight against, especially when your own side is the major proponents of it. They will run with it in a second. And I've seen tons and tons of videos and people coming out and that were wholly based and totally on board and loved Elon and Vivek. And as soon as they interpret something a certain way before they even hear any real responses to it, they're out making videos. It's over. Civil war in the right. What the? I mean, really? That's what it's all about to you, huh? You don't understand that, that there's going to be active campaigns with people who are going to act like you and say they're with you, and then they're going to turn around and try to divide you at any point and put doubt into your mind about what you're doing because they want you to lose. They want you to lose. They want you to get back to where they are, right? And that you have to keep the winner's attitude. You have to keep going through that, stay based, walk things in, don't jump the shark on things, and you'll get there. But if you fall for the if you buy the sell, they'll sell you they'll sell you a pile of shit, and you'll buy then you'll just have a pile of shit to deal with. Do we really want to divide our side over some shit that isn't even really being interpreted right? So many people are like, "Well, you say I was right, I was right." They want to be right so bad they don't even know the truth about the matters. But I'm gonna readdress it on winning 2024 on Tuesday because that's the show where I usually do that stuff. I am gonna, however, give you a little something to think about until then with a video I saw, and then Heidi had put it out on the Discord as well. And by the way, I wanted to throw the Discord out tonight at some point. Can I actually do that? Let's see. Last time I tried to do it, it just wouldn't copy over right. Create an invite, copy. And it doesn't copy anything. Use the copy button to copy. And it says hidden. I don't know what that means. Why is it? I don't know. It's weird, man. Discord, fix your shit, man. How am I supposed to invite people if I don't have a link? I don't understand why it's like that. Let me see something. If I disable this and do this, oh, there we go. I have to disable streamer mode. All right, whatever that means. Well, let's treat this streamer mode thing. All right, there it is. Okay, Shelly, what's up? How you doing, Shelly? Shelly, talking trash truth, host with the most in the house, and she just threw out the Discord. There you go. There you go. You guys got it. Okay. No. Oh wow. Now I have to go back in here and figure out how to re-enable streamer mode. Does that streamer mode even do anything? There it is. I guess it's supposed to keep things private. I have no idea, or let people know when you're online. I don't know. It's streamer mode, it's Discord. But, something to think about, and then I'm gonna wait and let some of the, let these guys come out and have their say, right? That's what's not people aren't doing. They're not letting them they're not thinking about things, they're not explaining things. They're just you see, if the establishment, they're useful idiots, see a one little crack, one little chink in the armor, anything like that, they are going to jump on it and use it to divide because that's what they do. That's their specialty: trash talking, well poisoning. They do that in their everyday life. So why, it's as natural as breathing and walking to them, right? So you're going to see a lot of it, but stay based through it all because the truth of the matter is it's blown out of proportion, and it's not really. We can't let them divide us because that's all they're going to try to do. We have to block out their noise, laugh at them when they try, ridicule them for trying, remind them who they are, remind them they are the useful idiots of the cultural Marxist mind control that's out there. Remind them that they're on the bad guys team. Remind them they support the corrupt establishment. Put it back on them and resist all division. Resist it. I'm curious too. Let's be curious together with this. Talking trash truth. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I'm curious to see if this counts as 2 teals for gold. Oh, does it? I don't know. Let me see. The heart it says 2 of 5. So it's any 5 super chats. The lowest you can go is 5. So that's what that is. But let me raise this up since we're talking. Thank you so much for that, by the way. Thank you for everybody who supports the channel in any way that you do. It means a lot. It really does. And let me bring this up. And another experiment I'm doing tonight is I don't have the motion background going on. I'm hoping that it will improve the video quality because I'm paying for 1080, and 1080 should be what I'm able to broadcast out smoothly. But I've noticed some problems with that. I don't know if that's because of the background or because of the 1080 or what. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna try some experiments here. I got this on 1080. We're gonna put it on winning speed as we do. I don't have a. I want to do more talking tonight than showing. So you guys talk it up too. Only counted as one. Okay, cool. All right. Oh, there's a super sticker. Thank you so much for the super sticker. There's three. There's three. Y'all don't make Shelly do all the work, right? Yeah. So we'll hit some topics, and we'll the stickers don't count. They don't. Well, hold on. Really? You can't even heart the stickers either. Jesus. Well, hey, we're learning things together. That's what we do here. We always learn things together. Well, let's talk about this right now, because I think that myself and Brandon Tatum align perfectly on this. Like, really, he's saying exactly what I was thinking when I saw it. I'm adding in the divisive part of it. I'm saying that that they're going to try to divide us on everything, and I'm telling you, like, the paranoid people, even in our own scene, will do it. Right? The paranoid people that want their points to be the point will run with this, right? They want to be right. A lot of these people don't even do the amount of research you really need to do to be on the side of truth. It's true. They get caught in lacking information all the time. And by the way, have you guys heard much about the drones lately? We're almost to New Year's. My stream has my news feed has been the drones have been there's not as many videos now. There's not as much stuff being talked about now. It's starting to quiet down a lot. What happened to the missing nukes? What happened to the missing material that was already found before the report even got out, but they went with it anyways? What happened to that? Wow. I think that we're gonna our prediction is gonna come true, and it's gonna, by the time the inauguration gets here, people won't even be thinking about drones anymore. We'll see. We'll see. It's just a guess. It's just a guess. But let's talk about this real quick, and I do want to circle back and talk about those streams I did put out this week. So after this, we'll do that. All right. But let's get into this, because this is what I think people want to hear right now. They want to talk about right now. And like I said, I'll do another report on this on Tuesday, and probably have statements and stuff from Elon and Vivek on this by then. Let's see what they have to say at that point. I think it's pretty ridiculous. And like I said, look who's grasping onto it right away. You want to be on these guys' side when you spread this stuff? I mean, I get it. If there's something we don't like, we can talk about it. But let's get all of our facts straight before we do. And let's make sure we take the base approach, because the knee-jerk approach is the CNN approach.
Okay, so here's his post. He says the reason top tech companies often hire foreign-born and first-generation engineers over Native Americans isn't because of an innate American IQ deficit, a lazy, wrong explanation. A key part of it comes down to the C word, culture. A culture that celebrates the prom queen over the math Olympiad champ, or the jock over the valedictorian, will not produce the best engineers.
Over the Christmas holiday, Musk posted this online saying, think of this like a pro sports team. If you want your team to win the championship, you need to recruit top talent wherever they may be. He later added, I'm referring to bringing in the illegal immigration, the top 0.1% of engineering talent, as being essential for America to keep winning.
It gives us no benefit in having the average American competing with average people around the world for a job. It makes sense to me that people who are at very competitive educational levels that can become Elon Musk, to me, is better to compete at that level, because it's a small group of people who have a specialized skill that can give us the competitive advantage around the entire world, and that can change the accomplishments of the United States of America in generations to come. Let's just say we didn't allow it, and we didn't have an Elon Musk. We would probably lost this election without Elon Musk, just so you know. No way in the world we would have electric cars at the level that we have without Elon Musk. We wouldn't be traveling and doing all this other stuff like Elon Musk. When people had problems over in New York, I mean, not New York, but in North Carolina, when those hurricanes hit, they didn't have Starlink. It probably would be no Starlink without an Elon Musk. So there's benefits to having competition.
Right. And that's what Elon was talking about. Right. That's what Elon was talking about off the bat. And people ran with it as a mass immigration. Now look, these people out here dividing right now. The CNNs, the establishment mouthpieces, the establishment useful idiots that are out there, the paranoids, whatever, right? they're out there dividing right now too. And these are the people who want to have open borders, right? And so we need people in this country, but they're gonna exasperate this H-1B visa statement, right? Take it out of context, even though Elon came out and clearly said 0.1%. You know, and why wouldn't you? It's a big world, right? Why wouldn't you want some of the best and brightest in the world able to have a chance to work here, right? What's the point of that? But no, we'll let Tren de Aragua and drug cartels and people who don't have any education or you know, have criminal backgrounds and all that stuff. We'll just let them on in. Just let them on in. Come on in. Take the welfare, and that's cool, right? And this is what this lady and other people like her have been promoting for years and years and years and years and years, right? Years and years and years. Now, I asked the people that are out there jumping on the bandwagon that are on our side, that are jumping on the CNN bandwagon to bash Elon and Vivek, is this who you want to be? I don't think you do. I get it. You're paranoid. You're not paranoid. You're concerned about government. You're concerned about our leaders. You want to make sure we get it done right. I'm with you on that. But remember, we got to walk. We got to walk, not run. We got to walk it in. We got to get all of our information. Remember, we value the truth, right? We don't want to be like this one right here. We don't want to be like this person right here. We value the truth. When you value the truth, time is on your side. Time is on your side. So walk it in, think about it, consider it. Like, well, you know, and remember, the first thing you're going to hear is a sensational thing, right? And so you got to kind of take a step back, take a deep breath, and just remember that there are a lot of bad people out there, a lot of evil people, a lot of destroyer-oriented people that want to see us fail. They want us to lose our reality to them. In order for us to win our reality from them, we can't play their rigged game. Part of the rigged game is emotionally triggering, right? Going after the exploitable spots, right? Going after the exploits. Our distrust government can be exploited. And while it's healthy, it can be exploited. Conspiracy grifters do it, and the establishment does it. They both know the trick, right? So you have to be better than that. You have to stay based, right? Let's take a look at this and stay based while we do it.
Tech companies often hire foreign-born and first-generation engineers over Native Americans isn't because of an innate American IQ deficit, a lazy, wrong explanation. A key part of it comes down to the C word, culture, a culture that celebrates the prom queen over the math Olympiad champ or the jock over the valedictorian will not produce the best engineers. Sounds a little embittered, maybe.
I don't know. You know, here I am in CNN. I finally got something smug. I got a smug look on my face. I'm going to sit here and hey, by the way, you lost the election. All right. Just remember. But you know, I bet you Vivek will come out and make this right. Right. He'll make this right. I don't know, you know, if he, you know, I get where he's coming from. It's probably just not the best wording, you know. It needed to be more of a maybe just done a little bit better. But I get what he's saying. He's saying that our culture does highlight and celebrate the materialistic things more than the intellectual achievements of people, right? And it does. It does. I mean, you know, that's the popularity contest, the click, right? The popularity contest, the click, the cool kids club, all that stuff, right? That people give more attention to. And I'm wondering if that's what he was trying to say, and that more so. And hey, who has been in control of our culture for the past our lifetime, right? The cultural Marxists have had a stranglehold. Subversive elements in our society have been pushing our culture into that materialistic mind frame, an attention-driven materialistic mind frame where you know, degeneracy and demoralized behavior is highlighted and applauded, right? So as a culturally speaking, we have a lot of work to do to reform our culture into a better place than it was, because you know the toxic people have been in charge of our culture for a long time. Where that's part of solution culture, right? We want to take that back. We have to remove the enablement for this thing. So it's still, like I said at the beginning, it still exists. It's still there. Just because we won an election doesn't mean everything changed, right? It'd be nice, wouldn't it? It would have been nice if dads wake up on November 21st and everything, and it's just all right. That's the way we want it. It's not the case. The election only gives us an opportunity, a better opportunity to start to change things for the better. The best opportunity. Was just, without control over our government and that power seat. We wouldn't have a chance. They'd just be running over us. And you saw what happened when they did have it, right? How bad things got and how fast it got. You think with 4 more years, what would have happened if Kamala had been president? Let's remember this as we go into this. And let's also remember those who do support the channel. Lex, what's up, my friend? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Engineers from the U.S. were second to none in the world until DEI. Yes, and that DEI is part of the culture as well. And education system as well. While we've been dumbing down our education system over the past generations, right? Other countries have it. And then they're producing people who are better at what they do. And that's just the reality we have to deal with. It's not un-American to say that. It's called being based in reality. And in that based in reality thought should motivate us to want to change it. That's the idea. You have to be able to accept the truth about the situations in order to be motivated enough to change them, right? If we just live in denial, we're no better than the establishment, first veil establishment, useful idiots, right? Living in, with their blinders on, listening to people like this smug woman on the screen here, who's going to revel in her opportunities to subvert people and raise into question the integrity and the unity of our side. Right? Let's listen to this garbage here.
Is it American culture that's the problem?
Somebody got stuff in a locker.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say.
Oh, right. Here's some dude, right? Who's this guy again? Is this Scott Jennings? This guy right here, right? This is the guy that probably got C's in school, right? Which is okay, whatever. That doesn't mean anything. But he looks at somebody like Vivek, who was a Victorian, and says, "Oh, that's a nerd," right? Even though Vivek would probably smoke him on the tennis court. This is some guy. I would stuff him in a locker because I was part of the cool kids club with my perfect hair, my magazine hair here, and so he thinks very highly of himself. He's on television, and while he's defended off some pretty good attacks from the rest of the club, these people out there, I don't ever forget that this guy is an actor on television.
Look, I think there's a way to solve this and talk about this that doesn't denigrate all of American culture. I mean, I
don't think he denigrated all of American culture. That's going too far. So I don't know who this guy is or where he stands on things, or if he's just playing into the crowd that he's in. I have no idea. But he's on CNN.
Understanding more and more how he got 100 votes in Iowa or whatever it was.
Oh yeah. So now you're pushing him down for that too, right? And they're gonna use that statement by Vivek next election. I guarantee it. And 2028, if he runs maybe after that, they'll use that statement against him. They'll say, "Well, you said this," and they'll never let him live it down. They'll never let him explain it away. And they'll never let him, that's the Alinsky's rule to radicals right there, right? That's the Marxist way, right? You're not allowed to misspeak if you're going against the Marxists. However, they will misspeak and take things back and snow it over and lie about it and create fallacies all day long, but you're not allowed to point that out. That's the way they work, right? So I don't know if who this guy is or why he's in on it. He should be trying to settle this, not play into it, but he is.
He got during the Iowa caucus. The reality is,
I guess he's probably just wants the neocons back in power. I have no idea.
And Elon, by the way, clarified or further explained his position later and was talking about saying, "I want to bring in the top 0.1% of engineering talent from around the world." It's like bringing in a Jokic or a Wimbiana to help your whole team if you want to make a comparison to the NBA.
At least he got that part right.
So I think we can bring in the absolute top talent from around the world, and at the same time, not.
Yeah, I mean, instead of flood the borders with just anybody, right? But I mean, look. When you're talking about I think the whole conversation was stupid to begin with. And I wish that nobody had gotten in on that conversation, because these guys are here to be about government efficiency, right? This isn't even their wheelhouse as far as what their role is going to be in this administration, right? H1B visas, right, are not. That's Tom Holman, right? That's immigration. That's not their department, right? They have no say in how these things are going to be done.
Insult the rest of the United States of America and our.
I don't think that he did. I mean, what do you mean insult the rest of the United States of America? What does that mean? More and foreign workers are hired because U.S. culture prizes mediocrity over academic excellence. Yeah, I mean, is that wrong? Is it wrong to say that the cultural Marxist subverted culture of the United States right now, the one that we set out to change, that we're trying to change every day the best we can, and that will take generations to actually fully erase all the damage they've done, does tend to do that? I mean, it doesn't it? I mean, we're getting better. I'd say we're getting better, right? I'd say we're getting better at that as we start to understand that academic achievement is something acceptable. But what are they achieving in today's academics, right? Our public school system, right? That ranks among the last in the world. I mean, we need to fix that too. It's full of woke education, woke bullshit. Who I don't even see. I'm so far away from public school right now. I don't even know who are they applauding? Who are they saying that is the very best there, right? Is it DEI? Is it woke? Is it like gender studies, straight A's and gender studies? I have no idea what they're doing in that right now. How can we even talk about it when it's corrupt and it's failing? Right? I don't know. We'll see how. That's why I said I'm gonna go into it more on Tuesday with their responses. But I want to get through this. So let's go.
Culture and the way we do things here, and also lift up the American students who have the talent and who have the interest. And
the American students who have the talent and have the interest are getting lifted up. All right. This does not exclude them. This saying that he wants the 0.1% of the best around the world to be able to come in and be part of technology jobs and things like that. And that's what he's saying is not saying that all Americans are now in the back are running behind. Of course, this person over here with her eyes closed, right? She'll be the first one to put every one of those people he's talking about in the back of the line for some woke nightmare.
Them in the right educational opportunities. I think what he did today was to overtalk it. A lot of MAGA people are not happy. A lot of Republicans are not happy. And this is why Donald Trump's in the Oval Office. And he's saying something.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, Donald Trump is in charge. He'll ultimately make the decision, right, about things. And I guarantee you this is really a low priority in terms of what needs to happen, right? I mean, first of all, seal the border up. And I've already said we need to stop immigration completely for a number of years. If you don't believe me, go watch Line in the Sand by James O'Keefe. And after you watch that documentary, which I no longer have free links to, but after you watch that documentary, get back to me. All right. When you realize the scope of the problem of the corruption and the money machine that's behind this immigration issue, right, in terms of trafficking, right, within our borders, from people being paid off to people who are part of it, the people who are they're dumping kids off to that shouldn't have kids in the first place and under their care, right? Do you understand the scope of that issue and how deep the money goes, how much money is being made every single hour on it right now, and has been for many, many, many years, right? When you realize the scope, you'll be like, yeah, we need to shut the border down. We need to figure this stuff out. We need to shut it down completely. You know, the one thing I will say about visas, when there are too many of them, and I think we should scale back to a 0.1%, like he's talking about, Elon's talking about, and what he meant, right? We should scale back because it opens the doors to a lot of spies too. So we need to be careful about who we bring into our country. With less of those visas going out, we can spend more time vetting the people that get them. And right now, some people get those that shouldn't get them. So yeah, it needs reformation. You got me on. I'm with you on that. Cut them off completely. No more. The people think they take this and they run with it, and they think that, well, because we have these, that means they're going to get picked over Americans. Well, I mean, they're going to be in the running, right, with other people. But if they're the top IQs and experts in their fields in the world, why wouldn't they? And the whole if your football team, baseball team, basketball team got some, hey, look, the Eagles, right? Jordan Mailata is from Australia, right? He's our left tackle. He's phenomenal, right? We took a chance on him in the draft. He's a rugby player out of Australia, right? We took a chance on him in the draft. We drafted him. We brought him to America. I'm sure he would have the same visa, right? And he's developed into one of the best left tackles in the National Football League. He's amazing. He's freaking amazing at what he does. He's a success story, right? And guess what? Every year he has to earn that job, every year, and he wins it every year, right? Does that mean that we're taking jobs away from Americans because he's the left tackle, because he's the best at that, and that helps that team win? Right? It doesn't make any sense. So people jump the shark over this stuff. They say, "Oh, now see, I was looking for something, and now I found it," kinda. But now I can run with it because I was just looking for. I needed something. Right? It doesn't make any sense. But yet they're ready to divide us. They're ready to divide their own group and go against their own best interests over this stupid shit. And believe me, the establishment's going to help you do it. They love it when you do it. They love it when you never stop your enemy when they're making a mistake, right?
A lot of people apparently believe that it's about like the jocks being celebrated, the football stars being celebrated, and not the nerds.
Now, just like any other patriotic American,
get him, Brandon.
I know you don't have
Frank,
time to look up what specifically is involved with the H-1B visa.
Frank? Good to see you,
so
man.
that's why I did the research for you. Many people have commentary about it. Many people have theories about it, but there's a lot of people that have no idea what the H-1B visa is all about. My initial thoughts of the H-1B visa, or at least my initial thoughts for this live stream, is that I'm in favor of it for the most part, but I do think that there's protections that need to be put in place to prioritize Americans' interests. But I do not think that the H-1B visa is a bad thing. When you hear me read the criteria that's involved in H-1B visa, you will see why it makes sense. And anybody who's a business owner that owns a company, that runs a company, especially if you run a company that's nationwide, you will understand how important H-1B visas are. And if you're honest, you will understand that this country was built on H-1B visa type people. Where would we be without the brilliant mind of Elon Musk? That guy was an H-1B visa type guy. Where would we be without Vivek Ramaswamy that's a part of the Doge? Well, I think his family came to this country as immigrants. So there is some nuance to it. Do I think that we should prioritize American interests? 100%. Do we need to coddle to everything that Americans want to do, even when they're lazy? No. If you don't want to get up and work, you don't want to get up and compete, you're going to get replaced. I'll tell you, let me give you a quick example, then I'm going to run down what the H-1B visa is all about. You get a person and you say, look, the budget in my company is that I can pay you $16.50 an hour. An American person in some cases say, well, I want $19 an hour. And you say, look, I can work you to 19, but you got to start at 16 because I got to make sure that you're paying out. We got profit margins that we have to reach. Can you do it for 17? No, I'm only doing it for 19. The person that's an H-1B visa person is living in Pakistan and saying, I'll risk my life to get over there to work, to do that job for whatever you request, because I know that it's better than where I'm at. And if I work hard enough, I'll move up in the company. Sometimes we have those scenarios, and that's why some Americans are afraid in part. That's not all, not you. I'm saying some. Have you guys seen the movie Homestead? I mean, that's a real question.
So yeah, Frank, I don't want to get inside your head, man. What do you have them doing together, Frank? What do you have them doing together? Okay, let's get back to this. I think they're hot. Are they dressed a certain way? All right, let's go.
Of it. So when you look at it, it says the visa is a non-immigrant visa of the United States of America that allows employees to temporarily hire foreign workers in specialized occupations. I want you to hone in on that. Specialized occupations. These jobs typically require a bachelor's degree or higher.
Hold on, is this Shelly? Is this Frank from Frank? Are you Frank from Franklin? I.e. Frank from the other side of the world? Frank from the Netherlands? Is it the Netherlands? Is this the guy you were talking about? Frank from call me. Oh, it's not. Okay. Well, welcome, Frank. Anyways, it's good to meet you, man. Good to meet you. Those your dogs? Are those your dogs? You got 3 dogs? Fred Franklin. Okay, that's who I was thinking of. Okay, just making sure. Well, thanks, Frank. Thanks for being here, man. It's good to meet you.
In a specific field of expertise, such as technology, engineering, medicine, business, or law. So if you thought that this was just some sweet
hold on.
of the United States of America,
let's read it again.
Are afraid in part. That's not all, not you. I'm saying some. Have you guys seen the movie Home?
Oh, I went too far. Let's go back. I'm New Frank. All right. Good to meet you, New Frank. Good to meet you, New Frank. Hope you'll hang out with us, man. If you're based, you'll love it here.
Because I didn't know all the details and nuances of it. So when you look at it, it says the visa is a non-immigrant visa of the United States of America that allows employees to temporarily hire foreign workers in specialized occupations.
Temporarily hire temporary workers in specialized fields. Okay, do you guys hear that again? How many people out there going, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it? You know, as soon as they saw anything derogatory, anything that they could take out of, take in the wrong direction, take out of context, right? I knew it, I knew it, right? That jumped the freaking shark. As soon as they got the water skis on, I'll jump the shark, right? That didn't even know this shit. Didn't even know it. Right? They don't even understand what an H1B visa is. They didn't. You think they went and looked it up? I'm gonna tell you a story about another thing that people aren't looking up right now after this. It has to do with the real ID. All right. And I'm gonna shock you. I promise you that. But let's get through this first. So stick around for that. All right, Tatum. Set them straight.
I want you to hone in on that. Specialized occupations. These jobs typically require a bachelor's degree or higher.
Bachelor's degree or higher. So not that out of the prisons, right? Okay.
In a specific field of expertise, such as technology, engineering, medicine, business, or law. So
technology, engineering, business, medicine, and law, right? That specialized fields with degrees, all right? Temporary employment. That's what we're talking about here. They took our jobs.
So if you thought that this was just some sweeping lottery or they just picking random people to work any job, that's not the case. It has to be a specialized field. Now,
yeah, and that's it. You have to. It's been 10 months, but I miss her. Oh, what happened? Stolen. Oh, I'm sorry for your dog not being there. Moving on, Frank. I hope you'll find a lot of pet lovers here, and I hope that maybe another awesome little pet will find you one day and fill your heart with joy.
It says employer sponsored. I've had an opportunity to sponsor people, and I said no because my company isn't big enough, and I think there's plenty of Americans that can do the job here, and I don't have to outsource. However, I'm telling you now, culture of Americans sometimes can be an embarrassment. I've had people be lazy. I've had to fire because they're stealing. I've had a bunch of ungrateful people that have worked for me. Not a bunch, but I've had people that have been ungrateful that work for me. And so you, as a business owner, you can see why you say Americans sometimes, or people sometimes think you owe them something. You go out and get somebody that's hungry, they're going to get the job done. Anyway, the employee is a U.S.
It's not only that, but it's an opportunity to come to maybe a better place sometimes for people and do it and actually contribute to society, right? Like I said, the establishment out there, the media and all the talking heads and all the people that are going to make Vivek and Elon pay for the soundbite, right? And all the people on our side that are doing it too, and shame on you, from content creators to other people, media people, they, are jumping the shark in this looking for, I see, they don't understand, that maybe we need to not have as many, but they don't understand that, the context of what they're talking about. And they're looking for a reason to get out there and get attention, get clicks and get views and likes and whatever to further themselves. I'm about keeping us unified. Like, I don't care. Like, my numbers, my reach. I don't care. I'm about keeping us unified. And I hope that each one of you that are here, go and listening to this with me will take the message forward. And when people start to try to do this, refer them to this Tatum video, refer them to my stream here, go to the first 45 minutes of it, and then you can listen to what he's talking about. But I mean, and not even, I don't even need it. Just send them to Tatum's video. This is fine. But I hope you'll take this information forward and be able to have like intelligent conversations with people and bring them back to earth with this information.
Employer must sponsor a foreign worker by filing the H-1B petition. As you all know, everybody doesn't get in. There's a crazy lottery, which I don't really know the nuances of how that works, but there's a lottery. Not everybody gets the opportunity. It says there's an annual cap of H-1B visas issued, 65,000 visas for workers with bachelor's degrees. In addition, 20,000 visas are for workers with master's degrees or higher. So these are highly specific, educated people that have an opportunity to come and work in America in a temporary setting. And why do you?
Yeah, you know, most of the people that would complain about this don't have either one of those things and probably don't work in the same fields as these people would work in.
A temporary setting, Brandon, the duration of an H-1B visa person typically is granted a 3-year duration initially. They can get an extension to do 6 years, and then some of them are strategic enough. If they apply for a green card and get green card status, they can stay obviously a lot longer. Here's a part that people may be concerned about when it comes to the H-1B visa is that spouse and children can get a pass to be eligible to come over here and work as well. So sometimes they'll come over here and work, and they can also get their family members to come over here and work with an H-4 visa. Now, I don't know how frequent that happens, but it's possible. And I can see how Americans can be a little skeptical of that.
Yeah, no, if you're going to come over here and work in a Fortune 100 company or in a hospital or anything like that, you know, and you're top in your class and you've done all this stuff. No, leave your family behind. Like, no, but we're worried about the families at the border who aren't really families in a lot of cases. You know, to the point where they're running everybody through the mud about this, and you know, they want to give mass amnesty and all this other stuff. You know, when I first heard this story, before I even I heard about it. When I first heard about this story, right? I heard it as a mass amnesty story. Like, oh, they're saying he wants to give a mass amnesty. That's how the Purple Monkey dishwasher version of the story got to me. I'm like, what? Mass amnesty? What are you talking about? Elon wants mass amnesty? That's where it got into by the time I heard about it, before I saw anything online, anything else. Someone, you know, I heard it through the grapevine like that, right? I'm like, what? That I can't. I was like, I don't believe that. I don't believe it at all. And then it comes down to what it is. It's temporary worker visas for people with elite educations from around the world to come work in specific fields. I mean, that's how far it's gone.
Skeptical of that. My tongue is dragging today. The people who use H-1B visas are people who are in specific fields pertaining to industries like technology, healthcare, finances, education. So that's pretty much a synopsis. There's a little bit more to this, but there's no reason for me to read it all the way out.
Tonight, as President-elect Donald Trump is preparing for a widespread immigration crackdown when he takes office 25 days from now, we're seeing a crack between some of his top.
See how they're doing it? You see what they do? When you see what they do, and how many people on our side are going to buy into this bullshit?
Advisors and his MAGA base. Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy.
Even Viva Fry, I've seen all kinds of people out there with their thumbnails saying Elon and Vivek versus MAGA. You think that's really what's going on here? Any of these guys? I saw Mark Dice do it. I saw all kinds of people do it, right? Dom Nucray. I've seen all kinds of people in my feed, content creators that I like and that I go and check out their stuff, right? And a lot of times I'll play it on the show. I've seen these people with those thumbnails. You think they're helping the cause? You think they're acting like CNN? Like these are people that would shudder at the thought of anybody thinking they were like CNN. Yet what are they doing?
Are both facing major blowback from their own supporters for not only backing, but encouraging offering more visas to highly skilled foreign workers. Over the Christmas holiday, Musk posted.
Is that what they said? Did they say more?
This online saying, think of this like a pro sports team. If you want your team to win the championship, you need to recruit top talent wherever.
Okay, so no, we need to double that number yesterday. All right.
May be. He later added,
You said, hold on, go back one. All right, look. People are entitled to their opinions too. It doesn't mean that they're out to get us and that they're not.
Musk posted this online saying, think of this like a pro.
People are entitled to their opinions, right? Doesn't mean that makes them not part of the movement. That they don't want to make America great again. That they're not against the establishment just because they have an opinion. Are we a conformist group now? Are we a conformist group now? You need to think like us, or else you're out. That means that you're not part of it if you don't think like us. Is that what it is? Are we becoming what we fight? No, we need to double. Okay, he's saying we need to double that. I have some context. No, we need more, like double that number yesterday. The number of people who are super talented engineers and super motivated in the U.S. is far too low.
Sports team. If you want your team to win the championship, you need to recruit top talent wherever they may be. He later added,
there we go. Maybe this is helpful clarification. I'm referring to bringing a in via legal immigration or H-1B temporary employment is what this H-1B visa is, right? Is that, am I saying that right? H-1B? I think I am. I'm pretty sure I am. Of engineering talent as being essential for Americans to keep winning. All right. Well, I'm not making you guys do that. I'm going to stay anyways. But hey, it'd be nice, right? But look, future, we're behind in drone technology to China. We're behind in robotics to China, right? We need satellites. We need space stuff. We need, he knows the stuff that we need. AI. We're running behind our enemies right now. We need to bring manufacturing of these things into America. We need to have talented people to do that. And if Americans, we don't have the talent pool right now, then we have to find it somewhere, right? But we have to win that battle. I've been going over that through the Drone Apocalypse series, talking about the fact that, you know, where all this technology is and what they're doing with robotics on the battlefield and what the capabilities are and where future warfare is heading, right? And how we have to be able to counter that to keep peace. So they don't want to have warfare with us. They don't want to fly surveillance drones over us, right? We need to have that here. So, I mean, is he wrong? I mean, is he wrong that we need to have the best talent in the world working on the best technology in the world for the future? He's allowed to have his opinion though, right? He's allowed to we're not going to make him conform to some kind of weird idea that because of what's going on at the southern border, no immigrants, no talent from around the world, nothing's allowed in, right? We have to isolate ourselves now because of what Biden and the corrupt establishment has done to our southern border. Is that the way we want to, is that the we're supposed to be? And if Elon Musk doesn't agree 100%, then, oh my God, he's against MAGA and there's a civil war happening. Give me a break.
Referring to bringing in via legal immigration the top 0.1% of engineering talent as being essential for America to keep winning.
He wants me to stay. Elon wants me to stay. He's doing his best to keep me in place.
He's talking about H-1B visas, which allow employers to hire highly skilled foreign workers. Musk, who himself is from South Africa, said that he once had this kind of visa, and he's arguing that Silicon Valley is facing a shortage of excellent engineering talent, as he put it. But the annual cap on those kinds of visas right now is at $65,000, then another $20,000 for those who get a master's or a doctorate in the U.S. Musk is being backed up by his partner in Trump's government efficiency initiative, Vivek Ramaswamy. He says it's a cultural issue that there aren't more competitive engineers in the U.S. Here's what he said online. A culture that celebrates the prom queen over the math Olympiad champ or the jock over the valedictorian will not produce the best engineers. A culture that venerates Corey from Boy Meets World or Zach and Slater over Screech and Saved by the Bell or Stefan over Steve Urkel and Family Matters will not produce the best engineers. But that argument is not going over well with Trump's MAGA base, certainly not.
I'm going to give Vivek a chance to come and clarify what he said. I guarantee you, Vivek's the kind of guy that if he put his foot in his mouth there, he'll say, I put my foot in my mouth. Like that's just him. He's just, he doesn't, it's like, oh, we're all good. We're all good. But, you know, he'll say, well, this is what I was trying to say. I probably did a really bad job of saying it. I mean, that's Vivek has done that before. Right. And so I'm going to give him a chance to talk about it. They can say what they want to on establishment garbage, mind control media, all they want.
Online, some of them saying, we did not ask them to engineer an immigration policy. Tech wants indentured servants, not high-skilled workers. You don't even know what MAGA immigration policy is. Now, Trump himself, who I should note restricted H-1B visas in his first term, has said on the campaign trail this time around that he did want to make it easier for educated foreigners to work in the U.S.
What I want to do and what I will do is you graduate from a college. I think you should get automatically as part of your diploma a green card to be able to stay in this country. And that includes junior colleges too. Anybody graduates from a college, you go in there for 2 years or 4 years. If you graduate or you get a doctorate degree from a college, you should be able to stay in this country.
Now, I printed out some pros and cons as it relates to H-1B visas. Okay. So when you look at some of the pros, let me go with the cons first, and then I'll go with the pros. So cons are, and this is what people believe could be happening, is that job displacement and wage suppression. Critics argue
That's
that
a good
programs
point.
enable companies to replace U.S. workers with low-paid foreign labor, creating job insecurity. Is that true? Yes, it could be very well true. Abuse of outsourcing firms. Now, on the articulated notes that I have, it says that some of these firms are accused of underpaying workers and displacing U.S. employees. Now, I'll give you an example. I work with a hiring agency, and that hiring agency looks for talent for me. Now, because they look for talent for me, I got to pay them every time they find somebody for me. And I can't tell you the specific numbers because we're under contract, but I'm gonna give you a hypothetical scenario. Just say that I have a person and all of my people that work for me that are full-time employees, just say they make $15 an hour, which is not how much they make, but just hypothetically speaking, they make $15 an hour. I only have a budget to pay them $15 an hour. Now, the agency has to make their money. So if I only have a budget to pay $15 an hour, I have to pay the agency $15 an hour. The agency would then turn around and pay the worker $12 an hour. And that could be a problem. Now, sometimes the agency will say, if it's a $15 an hour job, you have to pay the person $15 an hour, which you didn't have to pay the agency $18 an hour. If that makes sense. So then it can become a problem. So when Americans are thinking about these companies that are just bringing in these H-1B visa people, depending on how the company functions, it may not be that beneficial to the American companies to bring them in. Because if the agency finds the person for you, they may charge you a premium. And if the person has a bachelor's degree, there's a going rate for that particular position. And you can't just skimp a person out of a position and pay them $20 an hour when they're worth $40 an hour. It's not going to work that way. And so sometimes it's better to just hire an American instead of hiring from an agency where you're going to have to pay 30%, 40% more for that employee. So I understand the fears from the Americans on that point, but that's very nuanced. The lack of mobility from visa holders, which is irrelevant to me. And it says that they are tied to the sponsor job and they can't be flexible to find other jobs. I'm totally fine with that because if I sponsor you, you're going to work for me. I'm not sponsoring you to get to America and find your dream job. No, if I'm sponsoring you, the reliability is on me. I had to go apply for the visa, and I guarantee you it's not free. I guarantee you it's not free. The government gonna get money from you no matter what. So if you go and you petition an H-1B visa for somebody, you're gonna have to pay for that as a company. Let's see. None of these other, I think, cons are really that beneficial or are that consequential. Let me go to some pros. Fill in skill gaps in the workforce, and it says allow.
All right. I'm gonna leave it there, and I'll pick the rest of it up on winning 2024, the last winning 2024 ever, on Tuesday. All right, because then after that I'll be winning 2025, but not really. Hello, it was me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet to go over everything. They say that time's supposed to heal y'all, but I ain't done much healing. We all know that. We all know that. We all know that. T-Rex, how you doing, my friend? How is it going out there on the big, wide, open road of America? Are you going to be free for New Year's Eve? What's your New Year's Eve plans, dude? What are you doing out there? Let's see. Oh, this will cost me. This will cost me, I think. Yeah, this will cost me. Hold on. I'll just clip it out. I'll just clip this part out. Guys, I'm going to play something that's going to get me. I'm going to have to clip it out. But it's T-Rex's fault, so just blame him. All right. But if you remember from LawTube is Getting Weird, he did it. He did it. He made it happen. Meme Copium, Madcore, Mofo, and yeah, I will have to clip this out. Because the guy who made this video is a kook. All right. So anyways, not me, the original video. But Meme Copium, Aussie Overlord, and Madcore Mofo got together to do a little online band experiment. It came out like this. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wrong song. That's not the one I wanted. That's not the one, but it's a good video if you want to go watch it. It's unlisted, but there's the link. I thought I guess I didn't do that song. I thought I did that song. I know that it was Leo though from Leapfrog. Was it Frog Leap? Frog Leap Studios that did a version of Hello that I liked. I thought it was really good. I thought I did it. I thought I did a Watch He Was Getting Weird parody version of that, but nope. It was a Coldplay thing because I thought that Aussie Overlord City liked Coldplay, so I found this song and it wasn't the same one. It was a different one. It was something different than Coldplay, but it was close in name. It's some Australian something. Anyways, that's a link. Let's see. I agree, but what some of Vivek had to say, but also, come on, man, like tiger moms usually create burnout adults. And also like Saved by the Bell and Boy Meets World are classic shows. I mean, I get it. I could have said it better. I don't care. People say shit the wrong way all the time. I mean, like I said, one, people are entitled to their opinions, and two, look, we're just playing establishment games. We're playing into their hands, right? And now look, even News Nation, MAGA rift, Trump allies clash over tech worker H-1B visas. Come on, really? This is a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. And honestly, I probably should just stop talking about it. That's the way that you get through things in this world. You just don't talk about them and they go away in like a week. Like the drones are going to go away. And the only one reminding you that in a few months that the drones are even around is going to be me when I say, where are the drones? This is something else I want to show you that people recently have started chirping about. And then we'll get into the good news of the week. All right. Because T-Rex is here to sing us in. So, and again, let me know what you're doing for New Year's, T-Rex. All right. Real ID. I stopped by a stream the other night and heard some people on the panel discussing Real ID. It's coming. And my God, guys, it's coming. And if you don't get one of these things, then guess what's going to happen to you? You won't be able to fly. That's right. Oh, they're coming for us. They're coming for us. Well, I'm not going to get one now. I'm not going to get one. Oh, me neither. We'll show them. They're not going to get one of the Real IDs, right? Well, I got news for you. You probably already have one. In fact, most people already have their Real ID. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to do this. Now, at T-Rex, if you're driving, don't do this while you're driving. But as long as you're not doing anything that requires your full attention, I'm doing digging on the drones. After doing digging on the drones, it seems like it's been a thing that's happened that's what I said in my stream. If you'd just been there, you would have heard it. I said that. We went through that in Drone Apocalypse. Yeah, I've had a Real ID for almost 4 years. Yeah, if you guys looking, go ahead and pull out your driver's license right now. You're gonna need it. All right, see these symbols right here at the top of the screen? See these right here? Depending on where you live, if you have one of these on your driver's license, okay, you have a Real ID. That is true. See? Just like that. South Carolina, District of Columbia, Rhode Island, South Carolina, New York State. This is what Georgia's looks like as well. California, of course, they got the bear, right? You guys are just so cool. But anyways, yeah. These things have been being issued since 2005. 2005. Yeah. And people all thought they were going to get some kind of like, they're going to have to go stand in a line like a slave and get a, a Real ID. It's going to say Real ID on it with, I guess, the New World Order printed underneath of it or something. But they thought that because their imaginations went wild with them, they just didn't look it up. And so the deadline is May 7th, 2025. And the thing about it is that almost all of us already have one. So again, people that get hysterical about things but don't look them up, right? And then they make rash decisions about it. Oh, I'm not going to get one. You already have one. You already have one. It's like, you already have it. It's like, it's done, right? You can get on your plane now. Have a nice trip. Have a nice trip. Yeah, that's how it goes. You know, it's the same with this. Like, people, half the people that are out there going, "Oh my God, they want mass immigration," right? Because of the H-1B visas, didn't even look up the fact that it was a temporary worker permit and that it was just in specific fields, and you had to have a college level education or better to even be in the running for one. You know, hysteria. But the establishment never lets a crisis go to waste, and neither do conspiracy grifters. Speaking of conspiracy grifters, what did you guys think of the Drone Apocalypse Part 3 and 4 that I did? Like, I wasn't here this week. I was just in the chat. It was a little different. I kind of wish I'd been able to do this with you guys. Honestly, I was having so much fun. Part 2 was cool and all, right? Part 2 was cool, very informative, very educational. Part 3 and Part 4 were just comedy. It was so good that I you know, for Part 2 of that, which is actually Part 4, but for Part 2 of the interview, I had to split it into 2 because I was having so much fun. I actually had Shelly and my son backstage just so I had some people to kind of play off of, to feel like I was at least making them laugh in real time. But it was so much fun. And if you didn't see it, I would say just watch Part 4. You know, you can watch both. Part 3 will warm you up. That's part 1 of the Dr. Stephen Greer interview that I debunked. Really, his narrative, be fearful because oh Lord, I got a story for you about drone alien tech, right? And what's going to happen here. And disclosure's coming, but it won't come because it never does, because there's nothing to disclose that they, isn't top secret military for that isn't nearly what he's talking about, right? Will we get there one day? Maybe, but not in our lifetimes. We're not going to see it. T-Ray says, T-Ray, hey T-Ray, what's up T-Ray? T-Rex. Additionally, Wolfram first. Additional H-1B restrictions is that if an American is replaced, the American must be given an equal or higher paying position in the company. Disney ignored this and pink slipped hundreds of Americans. Yeah, well, Disney's evil. So that's what evil people do. And they make it so none of us can have nice things. Yeah, I've had the reality for almost 4 years. Frank, same T-Rex. It's just trying to make the IDs between states look more uniform so people who check IDs don't have to search for the information they need. It also requires more forms of ID to acquire. So security card, birth certificate, etc. Marriage licenses, if your last name changed, so on and so forth. My thing about the H-1B is, why wouldn't the United States want all of the best people here in the U.S. helping develop quantum computing or whatever the hell they're working on? Exactly, T-Rex. Exactly. A clip to make Shelly feel better. All right. Let's, which one do you think she wants? And I hope that makes Shelly feel better. You're just about to leave. Don't you dare leave. What are you talking about? We're just talking about H-1B visas. You ain't leaving. Don't you dare. Does it give citizenship or just a work? It's just a work visa. It's temporary work visa. 3 years. And if you're really good and they don't want to get rid of you, they can extend you to 6. And if the person is motivated and decides they want to live here and enjoy a nice job like they got, they could apply for a green card or citizenship within that time frame and do it legally. So yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is. All right. So yeah, that's so I hope you guys enjoyed those drone. I got another one. I should do another one this week. I'm gonna do another one this week. I got some more stuff I want to talk about, and I'll probably be asking the question. Maybe they'll come up with something new, but before Wednesday. So New Year's Day night, your hangover medicine will be another drone apocalypse show, and that'll be part 5, I believe. I wonder how many parts we'll get up to before it's just no good anymore. We'll see. But I did have I have a base take about perception and the mass hysteria aspect of it and where it's gone and what it is. There's still people out there playing on this orb shit. I mean, honestly, my one of my siblings roommates, this dude, sent my dad a picture. It says he saw one of these orbs, right? And he got a picture of it. And he just sent it to my siblings sent it over to my dad. And I looked at it. I said, let me see it. And it's just a blue sky with this like little orb thing. If you just look at it, it looks like, it's bright orange light in the sky, right? So I'm like, let me see that. Let me see it. So I took a look at it and I scrolled in on it. And you see it, and it's kind of got this orange outline and this like kind of squiggly thing in the middle and so on, right? But all around it, suddenly the sky had all this noise around the sky. And I was like, what's all this noise here? Like usually if you scroll in on the sky, you don't get a bunch of like lines and noise in the blue sky, right? Like, what's all that? I was like, you know what that is? I should have told me, hey, no, what is that? It's like, that's glass. That's glass. This was taken through glass. So it's a light on the other side of the room. It was a light on the other side of the room taken, and the dude took a picture of a window, right? At a distance, took a picture of a window and then sent it around like it was an orb. I mean, this is the kind of shit that's going on with these orbs. It's troublemaker. I need to get it together. Really? What do I need to get together? Tell me quick. Thank God someone's here to help me out. It's a trouble. Help me get it together, brah. What do you mean you have no clue what I'm talking about? Really? I'm talking about the drone apocalypse right now. I just did 2 shows on it this week. People out here in the crowd, they know because they saw it. They were there. So we're just kind of chit-chatting back and forth about that. We're having this good, talking to the crowd right now. I'm getting ready to go into some like videos and stuff like that. But thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it. And stick around. We're just talking about that. Let's see. And we're talking about whatever else comes up in the chat. Let's see. Yeah, I know, Frank. I don't know what the big deal is either. It's just a temporary work visa. See, Frank, let the migrant farm workers do the same. Just as long as the gates aren't open for undocumented permanent. Yeah, it's not. That's why they're called the H-1B visas, right? Frank, it was Vivek basically saying that if as a culture we focus more on STEM for kids and encourage being smart, then we wouldn't need to get people from around the world. Let's see, there you go. That's a base take on that too. Thanks, T-Rex. I appreciate it. Which is one of the core ideas. I don't agree with. I just think he made a bad argument. He could have phrased it better, right? But like I said, he'll come out and he's the kind of guy be like, yeah, I could have done it better. Yeah, okay, sorry, But that's life. That's a real people right there. Real people don't always say it right the first time. They're not always perfect, right? But the enemy, the corrupt people that are out there, will always demand that you are perfect, and while they are far from it, and they will make excuses for all the reasons they're not, but say that that's perfectly fine. That's what it is. All right. So yeah, like I said, I wish I could have done those videos last week live, but debunking Dr. Stephen Greer and his conspiracy grift on rogue alien underground black ops tech that a rogue military corporate aspect for the last 30 years have had, with thousands of years ahead of us, that can travel multiple times the speed of light through space time. That they're going to disclose all that in the next 15 days. Right. And that they just realized that they were doing something wrong. But the only reason they use the technology that they have, that's Star Trek level technology, by the way, is to run psyops on everybody. That's the only reason they do it. That's the only time they break out that super advanced 1,000 years ahead of any government on earth technology is just to run a hoax on people. Oh man, that was so much fun. Maybe he'll do more and we can do some more degrifting of people like that. I mean, we've done plenty of it, I know, but those are especially fun. Those are especially fun, especially when he makes it so damn easy. But I wish I had the crowd there for that, because that would have been fun. But thank you guys for tuning in while I was on vacation to those pre-recorded videos. I appreciate it. And for those of you guys who are new, I do at least five streams a week. Multiple topics. Monday nights we do listen to audiobooks. We're currently just started listening to Government Gangsters by Cash Patel. We just finished up Big Intel by J. Michael Waller. We listen to those on Monday nights. We do about 3 or 4 chapters, maybe, depends on the length of the chapters. And we have a pre-show and we have a post-show. So that's a lot of fun. And you learn a lot. Like I said, we're on our 5th book now. So, and you do need a Rumble account to hear the book, because they don't let me play Audible here on YouTube without giving you a big old problem. So we just do the pre-show here, then we go over to Rumble, and then we do the reading over there. And that show's been going on a year now. It's been coming up on a year, and we've been doing that. And of course, tomorrow night we'll be doing Old School Watch Party Sundays with myself and Shelly. And we will be doing our last week of Christmas movies. Then we'll get back to documentaries in the new year. So that will be coming up tomorrow night at what time do we start? 7 p.m. Eastern. That's right. And the schedule for this week is on Tuesday. I will do an early, shorter version of Winning 2024, kind of like a year in recap of that show, all the things we accomplished, going through the election and so on. I if it wasn't for the name, I'd keep it going until the inauguration, because I feel like that was the big thing with that show, is that we needed to, it was all about election news, election coverage, rig watch, all the things we were doing to make sure that we could secure the victory over this corrupt establishment and their useful idiots out there, so that we at least had a fighting chance to get things turned around in this country. Of course, we know here that is mostly up to us, right? All we can do for most is we can show up and vote and help make sure that we don't let the corrupt establishment continue on top of ruling us, right? That's the first step. We don't get that step done, we're going to have a hard time getting anything else done, as they dominate culture and other things. So we did that. Well, now we have to take the next step, right? Now it's not just about winning 24. It's about winning every day. It's about winning every night. So winning today, winning tonight, winning will be what it's about. We have to, and what's coming up is the inauguration, the cabinet position nominations, what's the word I'm looking for? The confirmations. Thank you. Confirmations. And then Davos 2025. So we got lots of stuff to cover. My 90s reference is "You got a fucking problem? Come here, I'll solve it for you." All right. Since we're making 90s references tonight, be kind, rewind. Yes. Indeed. All right. Some nights, man. Some nights, I'm just like, why do I do this? Why do I do it? Because we have to win. We have to beat the corruption out there. But you know what? Tonight is about fun. And what we're going to do here, goal met. All right. We met the goal. What is that? Oh, shit. Wow. That's awesome, dude. Thank you, dude. Thank you for Shelly and Wolfram. Let's see. Was it just you two? I mean, just you two. You two rock. But The T-Rex throw something in there too? That's why I don't want to leave anybody out. That's all. All right, guys. Thank you so much for helping us reach our super chat goal. But yeah, it's like, when so many people are out there try to fuck things up, right? They just want to mess things up. They just want to destroy things out there. It's like, man, Grifton, get out. Let's see. But thank you. Let me give you this. All right here.
Oh my.
So we meet a goal. I guess I play them both back to back. There we go. Awesome. Thank you guys so much, man. All right. You know what? I went through the schedule. Yeah, we're gonna have that and more coming in the following year, the next year, just a couple days away. And much more. Like I said, I've been having these dreams lately. Can't make much out of them, but we'll see. The idea, the avatar is speaking to me. And we'll have new shows and new clips and everything. New adventures. Onward and upward we go. He had a good year. I guess it's the last winning Saturday night for the year, which is wild. And we've had a lot of fun with the good news of the week, and we had a lot of fun we've added cool things. Our new segment, cool things. We started the year off with our songs about you, with the first stream out there to do AI music as part of the show and involve the crowd and make songs about the crowd. Happy to be the first one to do that. And we also do funny videos as well. And we've had a great year doing that. It's been a great, on the weekend we get together and we do that kind of stuff. But it's time to get into those segments here. I've managed to drag the first part out of the show about an hour longer than I usually do. But that's great because I've been off a week and I just wanted to chat with you guys for a while about anything and everything that came up. If anybody had anything cool to say in the chat, then we could talk about it, as well as just talk about the news of the day, since we didn't do any news shows this week. Just getting us all caught up on what's out there and so on. So thank you guys so much for being here. Let's get into our featured presentations for this evening. T-Rex, you never answered my question in the chat about New Year's. Are you trying to send it to me a different way? Is that what you're doing? But if you want to, you can just DM me if you want to about that. But you still haven't answered me about New Year's. So anyways, I didn't know if you were driving or what. That was my question. But anyways, since you're here, why don't you sing us on into our first segment?
Yeah, we're here to spread the word, bringing joy and love to each and every nerve. Positive vibes, that's what we're all about. Gonna lift you up when you're feeling down. Every day we're gonna make it bright. Good news coming your way. You're gonna smile no matter the day. Good news, turning it around in this crazy world. It's the good news of the week.
This cat in a tiny crochet hat is actually doing more than just looking like the most stylish cat you've ever seen. He's helping to create a world where cats can live without chronic pain. And the little hat is a crucial part of his very important work in the field of feline science. Veterinary researchers have always had trouble with cats immediately ripping off any sensors placed on them, which meant they could only study brain activity in sedated cats. Since sedation alters how cats perceive sensations, researchers could never accurately understand their pain or whether treatments were really helping. With 1 in 4 cats suffering from osteoarthritis in adulthood, researchers needed a solution. And scientists at the University of Montreal found some unexpected inspiration when they came across this YouTube tutorial for a crochet cat hat. They picked up their hooks and yarn and got to crocheting, and then securely placed brain monitoring sensors inside of the finished products. The participating cats actually embraced their tiny hats, allowing researchers to monitor their brain activity while they were fully awake for the first time ever. The only hiccup was that some cats were so cozy that they did fall asleep, and the vibrations from their happy purrs interfered with the recordings, so researchers had to wait for them to finish their naps. But in the end, thanks to these snuggly science hats, we can now see exactly how cats' brains respond to different pleasant sensations like touch, smell, and light, which will help develop safe and effective ways to manage chronic pain going forward. Staff members at a Colorado animal shelter were a little alarmed when they saw what appeared to be a sentient beanbag chair sneaking around one of the cat rooms. Upon closer investigation, they discovered that it was just Theodore, their newest feline resident who had decided to turn himself into a turtle. Theodore is a senior cat who came to Cat Care Society as a shy little guy with his fair share of social anxiety. So as an innovative and solutions-oriented kitty, he went ahead and claimed an entire beanbag as his personal mobile safety shell. Other cats don't always realize that Theodore is in turtle mode, so he has been sat on a few times by roommates trying to use the beanbag as a bed, but he is safe from being accidentally stepped on by workers, as they've added a do not disturb sign to his beanbag as a reminder that it doubles as his house. Luckily, Theodore has gained more confidence, and he's started leaving his protective shell more and more. Staff started documenting whether he was having a turtle day where he preferred to remain hidden, or a brave day where he ventured out to explore. In turn, Theodore became an inspiration to countless people online, with viewers commenting things like, "If Theo can be brave today, then so can I." Theodore the turtle cat is still awaiting his forever home at Cat Care Society, and shelter staff have confirmed that his beanbag shell will be included in the adoption package. A missing cat was found after 8 months when his owner just happened to recognize his meow in the background of a phone call. When Barnaby the cat slipped out of his home one day and didn't come back, Rachel and her 3 kids were devastated. They tried everything to find him, but months passed with no sign of him, despite the fact that Barnaby did have a microchip. Then, about 8 months after his disappearance, Rachel called her vet to check on her other cat, Toby, who had just had surgery. Amidst the background noise, one meow stood out. It sounded just like Barnaby's. The vet said that it was an unmicrochipped stray that they had taken in last week. But when Rachel hung up, she just couldn't get past that familiar meow. After replaying it for hours in her mind, Rachel called back to ask if the stray was black with a white patch on his back paw. And astonishingly, the description matched. So when she went to pick up Toby, she brought pictures of Barnaby with her, and her instinct had been spot on. The stray was, in fact, Barnaby. And Rachel says that when she saw him, she just couldn't stop crying. It turns out that Barnaby's microchip was faulty, explaining why nobody had contacted her. Rachel had Barnaby re-chipped and made sure it was working. Now, Barnaby is back home safe and sound where he belongs.
All right. There's our first opening segment for good news of the week. It isn't that good news. We always like to check in on the cats and see how they're doing to open up good news of the week. How's it going? How's it going? And we got let's see, Lex, did you pop in here, man? I see Lex. There's Lex, and there is Lucifer, the Doberman. What's up? How you guys doing this evening? Good to see you. Welcome to the show. So happy you guys have joined us. And if you guys are over there on Rumble, you can chat too, and I will put you up on screen and say hello to you or whatever you want to talk about. That's what we do here on Saturday nights. This is our laid back show. And if you check the content on Rumble and on YouTube, you can see all the stuff we do during the week. Lots of great content there for you based folks who like to know the truth. That's what we do here. So thank you guys so much for being here. Let's get into our next story for good news of the week. Mexican migrant and illegal immigrant faces instant regret after breaking into the wrong Florida man's house. Yeah, let's make sure we got this on winning speed. There we go.
A homeowner shot and killed one of 2 men who broke into his home in Bradenton.
Oh, wait. Lex in a super chat? Where? I mean, earlier, right? Earlier? Okay, yeah. And thank you, Lex, too, for helping us reach our goal. There we go. There it is. Yeah, that's right. There it is. See? Yep. I remember. But I still want to thank Lex for being here. Anyways, there you go.
And the other suspect was caught while trying to run away. 2 men with masks on were spotted on the homeowner's surveillance camera trying to get through the back of the house on Hickory Hammock Circle last night. News Channel 8's Mackenzie Laporte joins us live with the latest on that investigation.
All right.
Mackenzie.
Congratulations, Lex. I mean, I'm Lucifer.
Yes, and now the Manatee County Sheriff's Department has identified both suspects. There was a first appearance today where Michael Sotomayor took the stand. Now he is going to be held in jail until his next hearing, and he's being charged with armed burglary, with possibly more charges pending.
The bottom line is, this is the state of Florida. You want to break into someone's home, you should expect to be shot.
The night after Christmas, 2 masked men broke into a Bradenton home. One shot and killed, the other caught blocks away on foot. According to the Manatee Sheriff's Department, they are currently working with Border Patrol to learn more details on the suspects.
What we believe is that the suspect that survived is of Chilean descent, came to California from Chile sometime a few months ago. I guess if you are from Chile, Border Patrol gives you a 90-day visa. That visa was supposed to expire in September. Suspect never returned back to Chile. Somehow made it to Tampa about six days ago.
While the investigation is still ongoing, the neighborhood of River Club shared their fears as they heard gunshots ring in.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So we got to talk about what yet again is another kind of holiday cheer story involving criminals facing consequences for criminal behavior. Okay. And this story involves a Mexican migrant and his illegal immigrant buddy trying to break into the home of the wrong Florida man. And one of the individuals, the Mexican migrant, ended up getting smoked. And yes, I am using that word accurately here, right? In the sense that the Mexican migrant ended up losing his life. And the illegal, he was able to get away, at least briefly, before being arrested after trying to break into this Florida man's home while his family was there. Okay, again, an extremely scary situation, but a situation in which the homeowner did exactly what he was supposed to do. He protected his family via arming himself and doing what he had to do. Okay, so again, this is a story that is about as American as it gets. Okay, and I love good old-fashioned self-defense American stories. Makes me proud, okay, to be an American. Stories like this. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Good evening and welcome tonight. I'm Mark Wilson in for Linda Hurtado.
And I'm Haley Hines. Thanks for joining us. First at 5, they were masked and armed with a crowbar. But 2 men who broke into a Bradenton home last night ended up coming face to face with a homeowner who was armed with a gun.
Yep.
Investigators say the homeowner fired shots, killing one of the intruders. The other ran off, but was arrested blocks away. As Fox 13's Kimberly Cuizon tells us, the sheriff is now praising that homeowner.
Manatee Sheriff Rick Wells says the homeowner did exactly what was needed to be done to protect his family. He says the suspect who was arrested came to the U.S. on a 90-day visa from Chile that expired in September.
AKA he was illegal, right? He was here illegally. Okay, when you come here on a visa and you overstay your visa, you are here illegally, which again is an issue that we need to fix, because a lot of the illegal immigration that happens in this country is not just individuals crossing the border, right, pretending that they're seeking asylum. It's also individuals who come in legally, but they just decide that, hey, you know what, America's so great, I'm not leaving, right? I'm not going anywhere, okay? And that happens quite a bit, and those people should be mass deported as well too, right? I mean, I'm being serious. Maybe those people should be deported right after the criminals, right? If you talk about priority, right? Yep. Because essentially you have taken advantage of
That's
our
right.
goodwill. The fact that we let you in the country in the first place on a tourist visa or whatever, right? Work visa, whatever. And you decided, you know what, you're going to stay anyways. Yeah. No, you got to go. Right.
That's right. You got to go. All right. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, so that's some good news. Justice being served is always good news. Always good news. Let's see. Oh man, here's a follow-up story. We're gonna bring Tatum back in for this. This one right here, guys. This story I covered happened here in Georgia. It's not pretty, but when very bad people, when justice is served to them, it's good news. It's always good news. See if you remember this one.
Police call it a house of horrors. Now live at 5, 2 Georgia men will spend the rest of their lives in prison after being convicted of adopting 2 young boys and sexually abusing them. The 2 men from Walton County were just sentenced to 100 years without parole. The district attorney's office spoke on the horrific nature of the crimes, writing, quote, "Those involved with the investigation and prosecution of this case will never forget what they had to see and hear in the case."
This is a cult of degeneracy that they worship. They have their own flag. They have their own mission statement. They have their own exemptions from prosecution, because I bet you these ain't the only 2 that's doing this. They have these people that abuse them anyway. And it's not just gay people. I think gay people are a little more, it's a little more obvious that they having some sexual deviancy going on. But straight people do this, do similar things too. So don't get it twisted. There's adult people that get kids and touch them and do all kind of stuff to them too. But this is obvious. You can see that if 2 men want to be with each other, something is not right there. Something in here is not firing properly. Does that mean that you're evil? No. You can choose to do evil. That just means something ain't firing right. And for all you people who don't believe in religion, just go off of biology, common sense. How do you reproduce in
These guys weren't just, it wasn't just that, is that they were pimping them out.
But some people are disingenuous. They just freaky, they just horny, they nasty, and they want to use that as their outlet to do whatever sexual deviancy that they want to partake in. And then they pawn it off as, I was born this way. Let me just say this very clearly for everybody watching this. I think that some people may have been born with the propensity. 98% of people who are gay weren't born that way. I would argue that. Now, they lie to you, just like black people. Oh, man, our racism and white supremacy is everywhere you go. I'm always getting discriminated against. No, you ain't. You just made that up. Ain't nobody discriminating against you. Fool you in Neiman Marcus. They trying to get a sale. That's why they follow you around the store. They're not following you because you black. They following you because they want you to buy something from them. Quit being stupid all the time. Same thing with gay people. Man, look, somebody touched your booty when you were young. You didn't have some sexual encounter with somebody that turned you off. Women, you tired of dudes cheating on you and treating you like trash, so you decide to go to the other side. Most people are doing that stuff. They just don't want to be honest because they feel shame, so they say, I was born this way. You ain't born gay. You may be born with an attraction to somebody. That don't mean you have to act it out. Stop it, please. Because if you want to go down this path, let's go down the path. And this is how you get to this stuff. Let's go down your path that you accept people saying, I was born this way. So just because you were born this way, in my opinion, you need to be born again, and God can heal you. You just say you're not religious. You were born this way. So just because you were born this way, meaning that you deserve to live out the way you were born in your lusts. You said it, not me. Now, therefore, if a person is born attracted to kids, you think that person deserves to live out their lusts? Because love is love, remember? They can't control it that they love 12-year-olds.
That's the thing. These guys are talking about were hiding under that umbrella. They were hiding under that umbrella to get protection for their deviancy and what they did to those kids. And now they're going to pay for it. And that's the good news.
Is that what you're saying? No, for you want to say, no, what I'm doing is moral. So it's okay for me to not control my own lusts. And if I decided I'm lusting for another man, that I should be able to do that because love is love. No, it don't work like that. Now, you can do it in America, but I'm just saying it's wrong. These 2 guys, and these 2 guys weren't just doing that. They were doing something much worse. Much worse. They adopted children with the plan, the agenda to abuse them and pimp them out. They set their entire house up and their entire life up around this. That's what these guys did. And now they're going to go to jail for 100 years. I know people do not like it when I'm saying this is how I really feel. I know people who are living the lifestyle, and I think some of the people I know, I think that they're decent people. But a lot of these people are sexually perverse.
They do.
That's why you see men like this getting kids and diddling them. Because I bet they were diddling when they were little. And now they want to get kids to diddle them. I do not believe that two men
adopted these kids could have normal lives. And you know what? If you want to live this lifestyle, that's fine. You're grown adults, do what you want to. But that means you don't want this lifestyle. Right? It means you do not want to be part of a procreating situation. Right? And that the demoralized society we're in has normalized the fact that these two people like this could actually get access to children. Right? But you've chosen a lifestyle that doesn't procreate. So that's fine if that's what you want to do. But I don't agree with the fact that they can then go and adopt children and pick up and take on a straight lifestyle while they're not straight. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You chose to be in a lifestyle that does not procreate. Right? There's a reason why. Then you can stay single. You don't have to. I mean, you have to stay. You don't have any commitments to kids. You don't have to do things that kids need to have done. Like, if you wanted to have a family lifestyle, you would have found a wife and had kids with them. But yet you found instead you led your chosen lifestyle, right? But that chosen lifestyle is two screws in a toolbox. It's not a nut and a bolt, right? It's two bolts in a lunchbox, not a bolt and a nut and a bolt. So you can't, there's no way to procreate there. I know that's probably a bad analogy, but I mean, I'm just saying that you're just crossing swords there, man. There's no womb to enter, and there's nothing to enter it with. So you're not set up for a family lifestyle. Yet you want to pretend that you're living a straight lifestyle while you're gay, and it doesn't make any sense. And so it's always questionable.
Or two women should be able to adopt children. Now, if you already had children in another scenario, those are your babies. That's your DNA. If you want to be with a man, I disagree with it, but that's your kid. It's your baby. I don't believe in you taking these young, impressionable people that really does not biologically belong to you, bringing them in your house and subjecting them to this foolery.
Right. And look, and propaganda. The whole house was set up like this, like with rainbows. They were grooming them.
Rational person does this. No rational people do this. No rational person who's living a homosexual lifestyle is got to put a shirt on that got rainbows and everything. They're worshiping a cult. This is a cult of degeneracy that they worship. They have their own flag. They have their own mission statement. They have their own exemptions from prosecution, because I bet you these ain't the only two that's doing this. They having these.
Well, no, they're not, because they had a whole network of people that were coming over and taking turns on them. Those kids that they adopted and they were given to them in good faith.
Abuse them anyway. And it's not just gay people. I think gay people are a little more, it's a little more obvious that they having some sexual deviancy going on. But straight people do this, do similar things too. So
and that's the truth too. It ain't just that lifestyle. But these are two people that shouldn't have even adopted children. They should have just stayed in their own homosexual lifestyle and innocent, lived out their years that way. Why not? Why drag kids into it? That aren't yours.
Twisted. There's adult people that get kids and touch them and do all kind of stuff to them too.
Yep.
But this is obvious. You can see that if two men want to be with each other, something is not right there. Something in here is not firing.
Protected.
Does that mean that you're evil? No, you could choose to do evil. That just means something ain't firing right.
All right. So we got the gist of it. And the gist of it is these two guys who were pimping out their adopted children to other predators are now going to spend the rest of their lives in jail, and they probably won't last very long. And that's the good news. All right. Thank you for that, Tatum. And, like I said, I listened to everybody's points of view and stuff. And I pretty much agree with what he had to say. Pretty much. All right. I got some other good news for you coming up. Right here, right now, from the liberal hive mind, when the grift comes to its pathetic end. That's true.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Well, you know, Democrats are always searching for that smoking gun, right?
Yep.
They're like a bunch of junkies looking for the next Trump scandal. Come on, man. I need my Trump derangement syndrome fix here, bro. They're always desperately looking for the next Trump scandal. And obviously that creates this situation where when there isn't one, when there's nothing to talk about, well, we see these deranged leftoids scraping at the bottom of the barrel trying to find literally anything. And so you probably get where I'm going with this. Yep, the Democrats have their new smoking gun, their new attack against Donald Trump that totally discredits his leadership, except it's not a smoking gun. It doesn't discredit his leadership. It's probably the most pathetic, grasping at literally anything I've ever seen. This is peak desperation. The Democrats got Donald Trump. He's reinstating his Diet Coke button in the White House, and apparently that's newsworthy. Yeah, according to Harry Sisson, that's what he's going on about this morning. You can't make this stuff up. The left literally has nothing. We've got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Oh no!
Oh, we'll figure that out, Thomas.
Sure. Donald Trump wants to reinstate the Diet Coke button in the Oval Office, and according to Harry Sisson, this is the left's new smoking gun. It's the next Trump scandal. Take a look at this.
We have some weird breaking news right now.
Well, you're the guy to give us weird things, so go on, weirdo.
Donald Trump is planning on restoring his Diet Coke button in the Oval Office on day one of his presidency. Like,
what they don't know is that RFK Jr. is going to change it to organic juice. So he doesn't know that yet. So every time he has, where's the Diet Coke? He's going to bring him in an organic juice or like a body armor or something like that. They're going to bring him in something that's good for him instead of something that's bad for him.
Like priorities, right? When Donald Trump and Melania Trump enter the White House on Inauguration Day, you'll find it looks just like they did when they left 4 years ago, even down to the Diet Coke button on the desk in the Oval Office. That's thanks to the staff of the White House residence. It's nearly 100 employees who are non-political, and they spend the morning of January 20th moving the departing commander-in-chief out and the incoming one in. And apparently the Diet Coke button, where Donald Trump presses it and someone brings him a Diet Coke, is a major priority for him. They'll have all their clothes.
I mean, dude, do you buy your own bullshit or what? You know he does. You know he does.
Clothes in their closet, the preferred shampoo in the bathroom, favorite foods, family photos, all that stuff will be in the White House thanks to these people. So while the American people are struggling because Donald Trump's tariffs raise prices for literally every single person, don't worry, everybody. Don't fret. Donald Trump will have his Diet Coke button back.
You think he's Rachel Maddow?
This guy's such a joke.
You can feel the faux outrage, right? The fake outrage coming from his comments. Priorities, right? While Americans are struggling, Trump's focus is on his Diet Coke button. I mean, really, Harry? First of all, he's not even the president. Joe Biden is. And by the way, Joe Biden's on another taxpayer-funded vacation while Americans are struggling. Ooh, priorities, right? And secondly, a Diet Coke button, really? A funny little novelty that Trump brought to the Oval Office during his first term? That's the hill that you want to die on? A literal button for soda? You know, it's obvious, once again, we're coming to the same conclusion in so many of these videos. It's obvious that the left learned absolutely nothing. It's almost like we've traveled back in time to the whole 2 scoops of ice cream scandal of 2017.
Should do that.
Remember that, right? Media tried to spin Trump getting 2 scoops of ice cream into some horrifying scandal.
Time magazine got a scoop.
Exactly.
Literally a scoop.
One scoop for me, please.
On the president's scoops. Now, in the Blue Room of the White House, the president sits down for a candlelit dinner with 3 correspondents from Time magazine, dining with the enemies of the people. Of course, they're going to notice every little thing. With the salad course, Trump is served what appears to be Thousand Island dressing instead of the creamy vinaigrette for his guests. And then the gem. At the dessert course, he gets 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream with his chocolate cream pie, instead of the single scoop for everyone else.
Oh my God, things are so unfair. Oh, I want 2 scoops of ice cream with my pie too.
2 scoops for me, please.
Donald Trump got served 2 scoops of ice cream by his own staff at his own dinner, and they tried to turn that into some bizarre dominance narrative. So
Everybody
utterly
hates
ridiculous, trying to make a
Harry.
scandal out of something so clearly stupid. Trump getting an extra scoop of ice cream from his own staff. I mean, no wonder. If you own the damn restaurant, then yeah, your staff probably knows your dietary preferences, and Trump wants 2 scoops of ice cream, so he got it. I mean, I'm sure at the time it wasn't as if his guests couldn't ask for an extra scoop. It was probably more a situation of the staff not assuming people's dietary preferences. Meanwhile, they knew exactly what Donald Trump liked and what he wanted. According to the media, it was part of his whole dominance thing. This proves that Donald Trump is hell-bent on power. He's literally Hitler. Only somebody with Hitlerian tendencies would ever ask for 2 scoops of ice cream while the rest of the guests only get 1. I mean, how stupid and presumptive. Now, here we go again. It's the same ridiculous song and dance, only this time, it's a button of Diet Coke. Let's be real, people. This isn't a scandal. In fact, it's not even interesting. It's not even an interesting story. It's just more of the left desperately trying to find something, I mean, literally anything, to criticize about Donald Trump and his administration that's coming in, because it seems as though they've run out of substantive arguments. The Diet Coke button is literally just a fun little convenience thing. It's something that was in the Oval Office when Trump was in there, and he just wants it back. I mean, why shouldn't he? He's the president-elect of the United States. He's earned the right to have his Diet Coke delivered at the press of a button. Don't you think? I mean, who cares? Seriously, who cares? But according to Harry Sisson and crew, it's proof that President Trump doesn't care about you or the nation. So ridiculous and so pathetic, but most importantly, so partisan. I personally think it's the perfect example showing the double standard of the left. They never seem to apply the same level of scrutiny to their own leaders, now do they? I'm sure we all remember the narrative that they pushed during Trump's first term in office. They claimed that Donald Trump was lazy, he didn't care, he never worked, he was always playing golf. We all remember that narrative, even though most of the time that Trump was playing golf, he was actually working. But Trump was the guy who worked tirelessly. He hardly slept, and he was known for being hands-on with everything from policy to campaigning to disaster response. I mean, Trump's the guy who gets on the plane and shows up the next day or within hours. Meanwhile, Joe Biden's sleeping in the basement. Trump worked hard. He worked tirelessly during his first presidency, and I'd argue he worked even harder to campaign for his second term as president. But according to the media, he was lazy, never wanted to work, and felt entitled. And he was constantly attacked that way just because he liked to play golf. But meanwhile, speaking of the double standard, getting back to the initial point, we've seen, and now we have the official numbers being released, being reported by many news outlets, that Joe Biden spent nearly 40% of his presidency on vacation. 40%? And where's the outrage over that? Joe Biden spent more time baking in the sun on the beach than he did doing interviews, press conferences, addressing the people, showing up during disaster times. But where's the outrage? I mean, nothing. Crickets. Total silence coming from the exact people who are now hyperventilating over Trump's soda button. It gets a little bit frustrating, but honestly, more than anything, it's pathetic. That's why I don't let it get to me, because in a way, you know, I kind of feel bad for these people. It's kind of sad to watch this nonsense. One thing is being made very clear here. The left is in a little bit of a sad state, and they're obviously so desperate for something to attack Donald Trump over. They're looking for literally anything, and now they've stooped to this low level. And just think about the hypocrisy there, right? Harry Sisson's talking about how Americans are suffering, Americans have real problems, but the president is focused on a button. No, I think that's projection. The American voters have been voicing their discontent. They've been suffering for 4 years under your cruddy administration, but you're the ones focused on diet soda buttons. I mean, just...
Right? I know. Exactly, man. Again, evil inverts everything.
Think about it. While Americans are worried about real issues, and well, for the most part, Donald Trump has been actually addressing these issues and working hard to develop policy plans and proposals that tackle the core of many of these issues, the left is focused on making a big deal about a Diet Coke button. It shows us just how weak the left's opposition strategy is right now. This is what they're bringing to the table, scraping the absolute bottom of the barrel. Ooh, Elon Musk is the real president. Oh, Donald Trump and his Diet Coke button. How utterly pathetic. They're out here clutching their pearls over soda delivery, and it just shows how little they really have to offer. No one cares about Trump's Diet Coke button. They care about the direction of the country. And I think most people remember how much better things were under Donald Trump, and they were under this current leftist regime. These leftoids can go on, dissecting every little thing that Donald Trump does, like when he dumped the fish food over the koi pond in Japan and they made a big deal out of it. They can try to put a negative spin on all of it, but it's not going to work. If anything...
Because he did exactly what the other guy did. He just followed what he did.
just makes them look petty and hypocritical.
petty and
the more the
hypocritical.
left at large engages in this desperate behavior, the more obvious I think it becomes that they're running out of ideas. It's just another laughable chapter in the never-ending saga of Trump derangement syndrome. Keep it coming, little Harry Sisson. You're only making him stronger. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys. Syndrome. Keep it coming, little Harry Sisson. You're only making him stronger. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
All right, there you have it. Get that out of there. All right, and that's the good news of the week. Thank you so much for that. Remember to listen to the wolf. He knows what he's talking about. All right. Let's see, like the dude who was paying to destroy the credibility of the Democrats. I mean, they're paying him. They think he's doing some good, but he's not. He's not. All right, let's see. Let me get the next segment ready. Yeah. Oh, here we go. We'll see how this one goes tonight. Let's put this one up here. We'll start with that one. That, and this. Let's see. Oh, yeah. We got to look at this. I'm sorry. I'm getting the cool things together here. Got my eye off the screen. All right. And away we
Filters change the way we feel. Blurry lines between what's real. Cool things a thrill we chase. Time's a blur in this fast-paced race. I'm lost in a world of cool things, streaming through my endless dreams. Every frame a piece of me, it shows. Cool things wherever I go. Like a lit screens call out my name. Pixelated faces play the game. Cool things that are coming in time. I want every one of them to be mine.
All right, cool things. Let's go. Right here, China's first transportation robot dog will change the entire industry. We were talking about robot dogs on part 2 of Drone Apocalypse 2024, and we were seeing them used in warfare. But what about just using them in everyday life? Well, it seems like China has got an idea of what that might look like. And I was thinking the same thing. Why don't we have these things are going to become like everybody's little friend, right? We'll have real dogs too. Don't worry. Let's see. All right, check this out. What the? This is a Chinese robot in there. Derp detection, posture adjustment. Look at that. See, now, like, you saw that on the battlefield. That'd probably be amazing. Like, look at the dog dancing. So then bam, 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 bam. And I was always wondering, like, why did they always have those little tap dancing feet that don't have wheels? I guess the wheels are coming. Look at this. Oh my God. Who wants one of those? Oh no. Nobody wants this. I'm gonna speed this up.
The Chinese company Unitree Robotics has released a new video showcasing remarkable progress with its quadrupedal robot named B2W.
Unitree was the same one we saw that were the robot. I think the robot dogs they were using in Ukraine as well.
Which now equipped with wheeled supports. A year after the start of mass production, the model has received updates that significantly expand its functionality. The video highlights the robot's improved ability to navigate various surfaces, enhance maneuverability, and adaptability
Isn't
to
that the
challenging
same one? That's the same robot we saw in Ukraine, right?
conditions.
I mean, what
The
kind of?
Unitree B2W sets new standards for mobility and efficiency,
Whee!
reaffirming Unitree Robotics' leadership in robotics technologies.
Most people
The
can't climb
Unitree
up
B2 boasts
water like
impressive
that.
speed and agility. It can reach speeds of up to 6 meters per second, overcome obstacles up to 40
6
centimeters in height,
meters.
and climb stairs with step heights of 20 to
Communist
25 centimeters.
Measurements.
Its load capacity is equally impressive. The robot can support up to 120 kilograms in a static position and more than 40 kilograms while in motion. The robot's autonomy enables over
Is that a
5
lot?
hours of operation without a load, or the ability to cover distances exceeding 20 kilometers. With a load of 20 kilograms, it can function for more than 4
Robot riding in the Olympics, robot riding. I mean, you don't, skateboards are cool and all, but wouldn't you rather ride a robot?
hours, covering approximately 15 kilometers. Designed for a variety of industries, the robot is suitable for tasks such as industrial site inspections,
There you go.
surveying,
See? You can ride
environmental
on it.
monitoring, and other complex operations.
Who wants a Shelly? If you would, oh, well, look at that. What is up with this video, man? I haven't really watched the whole thing. I only saw the title. So, hello. This would be T-Rex's new driving partner right here. I help navigate. I tell him where to go. But Shelly, wouldn't you like to have one of those robot dogs to ride around? What in the
Chinese
world?
engineers continue to impress. Recently, they unveiled the latest generation of realistic robotic dolls, which is now available for purchase by
Robotic
anyone.
dolls.
Equipped with artificial intelligence, these robots are designed to become true companion
Hurrah!
partners for single men. The robots stand out with their detailed design, closely replicating human appearance.
This is at
They
a
are
truck
made
stop.
from thermoplastic elastomer,
Oh my
a material
God.
that provides softness and elasticity similar to human skin. An internal metal
Look out,
skeleton
ladies.
allows the doll to take various poses, making it both flexible and stable.
Oh,
Despite their
these
high level of
robots or
realism,
dolls?
these robots are not yet capable of fully replacing humans. At this stage of development, they lack the ability to reproduce emotional
Well, this is
connection,
supposed to be about
warmth,
dogs,
and the
but
dynamic
somehow-
nature of
This is supposed to be about dogs, but somehow this has turned into robot dolls. I don't know how that happened.
human relationships.
Well, they don't seem to be doing very much.
Introducing the latest humanoid robot developed by the Chinese company Pudu Robotics and named D9.
Don't kick it.
Standing at a
It'll-
height of
it'll shoot
1.7
you.
meters, this robot can carry loads of up to 20 kilograms, perform cleaning tasks, organize items on shelves, and adapt to complex challenges.
Cleaning tasks.
With a
There you
walking
go.
speed
There's
of
your
7.2
Rosie.
kilometers per hour, the D9 moves slightly faster than the average person on a stroll. It can also navigate stairs and slopes while
Everyday
maintaining balance even
shuffling.
after being kicked, similar to the robots showcased by Boston Dynamics in their well-known videos.
Oh, you have Claude, huh?
The D9 boasts 42 degrees of freedom, thanks to its numerous
Close
joints and
enough.
features dexterous arms. This enables it to perform intricate
Gotta be
tasks
checking on your
requiring
Claude
precision,
usage.
such as manipulating small objects with both
Total
hands.
recall.
Pudu
right?
Robotics may compete with major players like Tesla and Unitree. While the cost of the D9 has not been disclosed,
Again, take note of these company names, man. You're going to want to invest your money in robotics in the future. So you can be rich and come back and super chat me and say, you were right. You were right, winning. Here's some super chat money.
it is expected to target a similar price range to its competitors. For reference, the Unitree G1 is priced at $16,000, and the Tesla Optimus is anticipated to cost between $20,000 and $30,000.
This is just $1.99.
The Chinese company Senstar Science and Technology has unveiled the country's first robotic fuel dispenser. The Senstar robotic fuel dispenser is equipped with advanced sensors and intelligent algorithms, enabling it to independently carry out the fueling process.
No way.
The robot identifies the location of a vehicle's fuel tank,
All
opens the
right,
cap,
New Jersey, you're out of business. New Jersey gas pumpers.
inserts the nozzle, and fills the tank with fuel without any human intervention. This fully automated process reduces customer service time, minimizes human error, and enhances safety. Another key advantage of the device is its versatility. The robot is compatible with various vehicle models and fuel types, making it suitable for most gas stations. Integration with existing fuel station management systems allows for real-time monitoring and control of the fueling process.
Wow, that's cool. I didn't think about that. You may think about that. Automated fuel pumping looks pretty cool. We want some mustard on your
Engineers from the
Pringles?
Swiss Federal
Pringles?
Institute of Technology
Mustard on your Pringles, anybody?
in Lausanne have unveiled a groundbreaking robotic arm at the recent ICRA conference. This innovative arm can significantly extend its range by detaching from its manipulator
Look at
and
that.
autonomously moving
Don't you
toward
wish you could do
objects for
that?
grasping. Unlike conventional robotic arms, which are fixed to the floor or stable structures, limiting their mobility,
Oh,
the
no
Laboratory
way.
of Algorithms and Learning Systems at EPFL has developed a bimodal robotic arm. This design allows it to function as a traditional manipulator while also operating independently. Each finger of the robotic arm can bend in two directions, enabling it to move like a snake and even grasp two objects simultaneously. A magnetic attachment at the wrist allows the arm to detach easily from the manipulator. The engineers
Nobody thought
suggest
of
that
that
this system
one.
could be integrated with robots like Spot, enhancing their
Wow.
versatility and expanding potential applications.
Weird, wild stuff is what it is. Weird, wild stuff.
Japanese engineers from
this is gonna be Whoopi Goldberg's replacement on The View.
From the company Dentsu have created a hyper-realistic humanoid robot called Matsuko Roid. At first glance, it is difficult to distinguish this robot from a real person. This android was designed in the likeness of the popular television host and performer Matsuko Deluxe, known for his vibrant
Matsuko Deluxe. You telling me?
Persona. Matsuko Roid features an astonishingly lifelike appearance, including detailed skin, facial expressions, and movements that closely mimic human behavior. It can maintain
and that's Colonel Sanders.
Eye contact, converse, and even respond to its environment. Its voice is synchronized with lip movements, and sophisticated algorithms enable it to express emotions, making it nearly indistinguishable from a human in appearance. The robot was created for use in the entertainment industry. Matsuko Roid can take on roles in television shows, engage in dialogues with hosts and audiences, and serve as a representative or promotional figure.
Really? It's kind of hard to tell just from these things over and over again you're showing. That thing creeps me out.
By developing a unique device, a motorized scooter designed for climbing arecanut palms. This invention allows for quick and safe ascension of trees up to 20 meters tall.
And you could use those like if you're going out hunting. It's your mobile tree stand. You can escape a bear.
Significantly simplifying the harvest process. The scooter is equipped with a gasoline engine and can climb a tree in just 30 seconds. With the
Nobody's thought about that until now.
Cost of operation amounting to approximately 75 pays per tree. Wow. Due to its efficiency and ease of use, the device has gained widespread recognition among farmers across India, and the farmer has already received numerous orders for its production. This invention
we just came up with this. This doesn't look too complex.
Not only increases labor productivity, but also reduces the risks associated with traditional harvesting methods. Backpack equipped with a multi-copter, designed to enhance human jumping ability. The device lifts the user during a jump, enabling them to leap higher and farther than usual. Lunavity's design features multiple rotors that generate lift and allow for mid-air adjustments to direction and posture, responding to the user's movements or gestures. This opens up new possibilities for aerial mobility and sports entertainment. Lunavity was developed at the Rekumoto Laboratory, affiliated with the University of Tokyo. The project is led by Professor Jun Rekumoto, renowned for his research in human-computer interaction and wearable technology. While primarily designed for recreational use, Lunavity could also be beneficial in areas with limited infrastructure for short-distance travel. The device has already garnered attention for its potential applications in everyday life, sports events, and research projects.
One of those? That would be kind of cool. All right, well, there you have it.
Write in the comments what you like most after watching this video.
This guy makes some interesting videos. I gotta keep an eye on him. Make sure I don't like follow some weird algorithm with weird thumbnails on it, like that one we saw. They put some weird stuff out. That's really strange. All right. So, anyways, yeah, there you go. I probably should have opened up with this. Again, we're back to drones, but we figured out what's really going on with the drones, guys, and I've saved it till this segment to show you. But yeah, now we know what was really going on in the skies. I don't know why nobody caught this, but here you have it. That's right. It was just for a big Christmas show. Nobody knows where they came from and whose they are.
Today, this was an official Guinness World Records attempt for largest aerial display of a gingerbread village made out of drones.
Stop with the music. All right, I know that music sounds copyrighted to me. I don't know. It's awful. There you go. This is where the drones are coming from. This is what is going on. They're non-threatening, as you can see. They just want to give you a nice aerial show. That's all they want to do. Yes, they're flying in patterns. They're forming giant turkeys. Gobble, gobble. It's a drone. There we go. Off the drone land. And I'm guessing that that music has to be copyrighted. It sounds way too well done to not be. But yeah, you see the tail lights up. There's stars around it. I guess there's leaves. And there's a giant turkey, yeah. But yeah, here you go. We caught drones over New Jersey. This was around Thanksgiving time. We're not sure what they're doing or where they're from or what they want. But yes, the people of New Jersey are being harassed by these drones, and we just want to make sure it stops. Right. It couldn't have been any of these guys. No. Up. Like, I saw it. It was right over my house. I mean, I saw it. It was right over my house. It was a snowman-sized drone. It appeared to be 4 other children with the snowman. Yes, and they were flying right over my house. Oh, yeah. They seem to be coming from a gingerbread house. Yeah, we see there's some aliens with them. They look like gingerbread men, but they're definitely aliens. This is the advanced drone, rogue black ops military drones. They're just using alien technology to mess with our heads, to psyop us with flashy lights so that they can prepare to do something that I will never tell you what it is. Okay. Sweet dreams. Have a good night. And yeah, there's the mastermind behind all the drones that are happening over the city. As we thought, as we figured it out, right, Wolfram? It was Santa Claus all along. That's right. It was Santa all along. See? The drones weren't trying to hurt anybody. They just wanted to give us a great light show for Christmas. That's all. That's all they wanted. And off they go to recharge themselves.
Guinness World Records title, you're 11. You're officially amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the largest show
Yep.
in America.
There you have it. They did it. Sky Elements drone shows. So, do you guys think you can afford these flying cars or what? I love the first day of Christmas, so true love gave me a drone and a pear tree. My true love gave to me a drone and a pear tree. Yep. Wolfram called it. He said it was Santa all along. It was. So we won't watch all of this one, but do you guys think you can afford these flying cars? Think you'll be able to afford one, or do you think it's one of those things that you'll just have to sit back and watch everybody else have? Wouldn't that suck if that was the truth? Well, what about if someone made flying cars affordable?
It's a flying car. This is not science fiction. It's reality with cutting-edge design and smooth aerodynamic lines.
This is the first flying car in the Southern Hemisphere to be displayed in China.
Get ready to take flight. Honda CEO Toshihiro Maebe has just unveiled the Aspire, the world's first flying car priced at an astonishingly low $4,999, promising to...
Hello. $5,000 flying car?
revolutionize personal transportation like never before. Could Honda's groundbreaking Aspire make flying cars accessible to everyone and reshape the future of travel? The Honda Aspire unveiled. Honda has always been synonymous with innovation and reliability in the automotive world. However, with the introduction of the Aspire, Honda is taking a monumental leap into the future of personal transportation. Priced at an unbelievable $4,999, the Aspire is not just another vehicle. It's a flying car designed to make personal aviation accessible to the masses.
That's right.
This unprecedented pricing strategy challenges the traditional perception of flying cars as luxury items reserved for the ultra-wealthy.
Look at that one.
The Aspire combines Honda's extensive expertise in car manufacturing with advanced aeronautical engineering, resulting in a vehicle that seamlessly transitions between driving on the road and soaring through the skies. Its sleek aerodynamic design ensures stability and efficiency, whether navigating city streets or cruising above them. By leveraging cutting-edge materials and innovative manufacturing techniques, Honda has managed to keep costs remarkably low without compromising on quality or safety.
Come on, is this real? Guys, is this real? Is this real? Can we really get a $5,000 flying car? I mean, you can buy like there's cars that don't fly that are worth a lot, that cost a lot more. Is somebody just trolling us with a 30-minute video here of the same shit over and over again? I mean, we're not going to watch all of it because he's just going to go back and show you a bunch of stuff I've already shown you eventually. And these other cars, I'm like $5,000 car, really? Who put this beyond discovery? More subs than I do. Well done, Honda. Keep it up. Have they been testing in New Jersey? Okay, thumbs up for you. 5,000 a month sounds like a subscription price, right? The cost seems too good to be true until the FAA approves it. It's just a dream that I have. I mean, come on, $5,000 a month. I had to watch this with you guys to see if there's anything. I think this is a clickbait title. There's no way that this thing costs $5,000. I wasn't even sure which one it is. Like, have they actually shown it's the $5,000 car? Is it this thing they keep showing over and over again? I mean, what is it? Which one is it? Is it that one? No way. There's too many propellers. It's not that one. Is it this one? Is this supposed to be the $5,000 flying car? However, I would say the FAA is not going to let that come to the U.S. any more than I doubt you'll see this in China either. At some point, X'd it out, XX. So, I mean, I think this guy is just like 5,000. No, notice he didn't even say 5,000. He said $499.99 for 49999. That's like a sales price on a sticker price, like on a used car or something. I mean, dude, my truck is worth more than that. Used. So how in the world is a flying car only $5,000? I don't think so. I think Beyond Discovery, it just likes to put together long videos to get clicks and views, and probably makes a lot of money off them because almost 250,000 people watch this. It's just 3 weeks old. That's a lot of subscribers there. I'm in the wrong business. Truth. I tell you what, the truth business does not. This is not the kind of content you want to put out if you plan on making money. If you want to make money, just put out sensational bullshit and shit that divides people. That makes money. That's where your money is. Or drama. Actually, if you want to make even more money, do drama. Like find some drama that's going on and just do that. You'll be flying through subscribers and money like you wouldn't believe. That's what it's all about. I'm gonna start doing drama about people. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Nope, we're gonna keep it base and keep talking about the truth here. That's what we're gonna do. It's only $4,999.99. But wait, there's more. That's right. We'll throw in this set of Ginsu knives, absolutely free. Nah, it seems the real market. It is. So the real market is creating drama and then just pretending like you're not actually doing it. That's the other thing. Oh, we don't have any drama here, but all we do is talk about drama. Like that's the trick. You tell people it's not really drama when it is. Yeah. Or you just play into people's fears. Like you can be fearmonger. Fearmonger works great. There's a rogue group of a military, corporate, special ops, black budget, underground bunker elements within our own country that have downed UFOs with their special laser beams, and they've reverse engineered the technology to be thousands of years ahead of anything that you've ever known in your entire life. And they are lurking about somewhere, watching you at all times. And they plan on taking you at some point out of your bed while you're sleeping and hooking you up to a machine. And when you wake up, you'll think that, nothing is wrong, but you'll be in the Matrix, and then they will do nasty things to you while you don't know. And that's what they plan on doing with their alien technology, as they're shooting down UFOs at will, over numerous sites, black ops, special underground bunker sites. So to live in fear, everything you see is about that and about it's coming after you. It's out to get you. And if you come back here and you subscribe and you like, I'll tell you about it every day. I promise. All right. But hey, let's get on to more less frightening things, like the most
military
uniforms out there. Let's look at this guy. Hey, look, guess who's coming to dinner? Guess who's coming to dinner?
Our world scared, and it's not even the most powerful. United States. The USA has the world's most powerful army, so it's no surprise they have some insane military uniforms. One of their most advanced is Talos.
There you go. That's the one. Wolfram used to wear this one, didn't you? Let's see. Let's look at these. Let's look at these military uniforms of the future.
Most powerful army, so it's no surprise they have some insane military uniforms. One of their most advanced.
Look at that.
Is.
Look at that, huh? Look at that. Look at this right here. This is coming to get you. Coming to get you. Mess with us. We got 4 eyes. What the fuck? We got 4 eyes and wings. You ain't gonna beat this guy. You're not gonna beat this guy in a fight. No, sir. No, sir. No, ma'am. This guy, when Super Soldier comes to get you, there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide.
Talos, standing for the tactical assault.
Look at Talos. Talos is fearless. Tactical assault light operator suit. This is the light operator. This isn't even the heavy.
Light operator suit. It's a robotic exoskeleton suit, which is already being used.
Look at that. Raw. Oh boy. Good times indeed.
US troops. The Talos is bulletproof. It also gives the soldier wearing it enhanced strength. And even
it's bulletproof and gives them enhanced strength.
And monitors their vitals. The suit has
monitors their vitals. We're into the world of Predator military, Predator Marines, the Marines from Predator, Aliens 2. I'm sorry, Aliens 2. The Marines that went in, they had all this stuff. And what else? What's the other one? Starship Troopers. Here we go.
Layers of smart materials and sensors. The Talos will mainly be.
Why would you need that motion capture for that? Why are they putting motion capture on here?
Worn by lead operators. Who are the
lead operator? Oh, the lead operator has the Talos uniform on, so make sure you look for the lead operator.
Soldiers who breach doors first and are the most exposed to attacks. The suit is surprisingly light and is waterproof, fireproof.
Look at that. Look at that. Why does it need 4 eyes? It reminds me of that guy from Star Wars. Why does it need 4 eyes? It's like double binoculars. You can see water and fire. No, it's waterproof and fireproof. And evidently that would make it default steam proof as well. Boiling water or steam, it's good to go. That is one hell of a suit right there. I hope that sucker has a zebra on its lapel.
Proof and bomb proof. The helmet has night vision built in, as well as a heads-up display, which even shows augmented reality. It's like having wall hacks, but in real life. But an even more powerful US military uniform is the FFW.
Oh, that. What do you think FFW stands for? FWW. All this stuff is great until the batteries run out. Ooh, I can't move.
Meaning future force warrior. This
no, you said FWW, not FFW. I caught you.
Even more powerful US military uniform is the FFW.
FFW. FWW. All right, see, I can't guess what the name's going to be if you spell it wrong.
Meaning future force warrior.
Future force warriors. Future Force Warriors, please. It's a zebra alert. Zebra alert. Future Force Warriors, please report to the ready room and kill anybody without a zebra on their lapel.
This exoskeleton is like nothing seen before. Development began in 2004. The suit uses nanotechnology and liquid.
Look at that the nanotechnology. Like
liquid armor is soft and lightweight, but is made of a non-Newtonian. It is nanotechnology.
It uses nanotechnology. This is the guy in a suit by a computer using nanotechnology. I swear to God, some of these things.
And liquid armor. Liquid
armor can take pokes from pins.
Armor is soft and lightweight, but is made of a non-Newtonian fluid, meaning it becomes rock hard when pressure is applied.
Isn't that stuff that Shelly's always talking about?
Soft and lightweight, but is made of a
that stuff, non-Newtonian fluid. Isn't that ogle stuff she makes with cornstarch and stuff?
Newtonian fluid, meaning it becomes rock hard when pressure is applied. The FFW will have a heads-up display, appearing to the soldier as a 17-inch screen, basically like Apple Vision Pro, but actually useful. The FFW also has many sensors, which monitor the soldier's vitals. The FFW also...
Anybody want to give me the lowdown on this stuff? Come on, you military folks out there. The sound is like it's an AI audio clip, though. You think so? You think this is this is made by AI. Top 10s, 5.12 million subscribers. I'm in the wrong business, y'all. Let's see. This was put out a month ago, and it's 8 minutes long, and it has 336,000 views. Bulletproof doesn't exist, only bullet resistance. Why is Metal Gear Solid 5 becoming way more feasible now? At this rate, COD Black Ops, it will start making sense. A lot of these were deemed as impractical in combat. Oh, don't make sense. Takumato, don't you start making sense? These military outfits, no wonder every Roblox drip player is mainly using a military uniform. Looks so badass. Who said that? Roblox drip player. Oh, no wonder. That's a motorcycle helmet. Oh, that is like, I like read the comments in these things too. Fallout. Yeah, I know. It looks like a lot like Fallout, doesn't it? Now look at this. Now, come on, guys. Cornstarch and water. That's it. Ublog. DARPA has been working on this stuff forever. This is the DARPA stuff, huh? Let's see. Oh shit, they were stealing Simon Wesley's channel name too. Top 10s. Yeah, top 10s. Right? 5 million people subscribe to this channel because it's got top 10s on it. This isn't even a top 10. It's not even a top 10.
Who has 360 awareness and voice amplification, which will allow soldiers
and voice amplification. Freeze, stop, or I shoot. You do not have a zebra on your lapel.
Just to communicate up to a few kilometers away. Another crazy US military uniform is the third arm. When you're in combat,
the third arm. Oh, the third arm. Don't you wish you had a third? Don't you want a third arm?
Sometimes 2 arms just isn't enough, which is why the US military developed.
Look at that. Look at your third arm. These guys are serious. Do you guys have a third arm? Do you need a third arm? Like, why do you need a third arm? It's like
this. The third arm allows soldiers to carry their firearms with ease. It's made of carbon fiber, making it very lightweight and evenly distributes loads.
Yeah, it never gets in the way.
Giving anyone wearing it super strength. Russia have unveiled their most advanced.
That's what you see these things all over Ukraine right now, right? This right here. They've unveiled it. But here it is with the space laser beam gun right here. Boom. Yeah, this is why. Have you seen any pictures of these guys in the battlefield?
Advanced military uniform ever.
Look at that.
Named the Ratnik 4.
Ratnik 4. Ratnik will stop you.
It has an electronic visor.
Look at that, dude. It breathes too.
And a titanium.
Look at that thing, huh? Look at that. They got these little hexy pads on it.
Exoskeleton. The Ratnik's boots have mine detectors built in. Its bullet.
You've stepped on a mine. Oh, thanks for telling me.
and blast-proof. The helmet has night vision, as well as a built-in gas mask and flashlight. It will also have a heads-up display and can even talk to the soldier
like Iron Man, just like Iron Man.
Iron Man style. The soldier's vitals will be shown on the visor. It can also show information about where enemy soldiers are located. But an even crazier Russian military suit has to be this. We've all seen movies where the character walks away from an explosion and doesn't even look back.
Yeah, doesn't look back, doesn't have their hair messed up or their clothes. Yeah, you would go. Yeah, you would be too slow and noisy. Both things you get deleted. So not practical. What? I know. You think they'd be using this stuff if it was practical. You should look up Robert Murray Smith and his graphene and plastic video. He actually makes sharper screwdriver stab-proof plastic. Sharpened screwdriver stab-proof plastic.
Of course, this would never be possible in real life. That is, unless you're wearing this suit.
Yeah. Imagine this guy. They're like, dude, go out there and walk through this minefield with the suit on. Go back to prison.
The Russian state company Rostec developed this explosion-proof suit. The suit allows you to walk through mines and fire and emerge totally unscathed. Japan. The Japanese company DevTech have developed a new ballistic helmet that will make Japan's military absolutely OP. The helmet protects soldiers from AK-47 bullets, grenade fragments, and even fire. It has a built-in air conditioner and poison gas filters. The helmet even transmits signals to other helmets, allowing the wearer to know who's friend and who's foe. It's made of Kevlar and weighs...
Doesn't these things come with its own drone? What the hell? Look at those cool sunglasses, though. Man, people won't want to mess with you if you walk around with that helmet on.
Only 4.85.
I might change mine. Wait, should I change my helmet to this? That might look cooler.
Kilograms. It has 7mm thick cheek panels, held in place by neodymium.
Look at that thing. Oh, you know why I pulled you over this evening?
Magnets. The most powerful magnets in the world. Denmark. This is the uniform.
Magnets.
Of Denmark's most elite special forces. In English, their name means Frogman Corps, because they're normally in water and they make their enemies croak. They wear
they make their enemies croak. Everybody's scared of the Danish.
Diving gear with large oxygen tanks built in. The Frogmen also often wear
that looks like Cobra Commander.
Face veils, hiding the shape of their head and neck, allowing them to sneak up so their enemy never sees them coming. Ghana.
Oh my god, it's the Danish.
Ghana isn't exactly known for their military might, but they have developed an
look at that. This is what's going on in Africa? I'm like way out of touch. I'm way out of touch.
Plain military uniform.
Look at that, dude. Don't mess with Ghana, dude. Don't mess with Ghana.
Named the Kantanka.
Look at that, Kantanker. The Kantanker exoskeleton in Ghana. Don't go to Ghana. But you know, they're welcoming back everybody to the motherland. If you want to go back to the motherland, come on back. They got Kantanka over there for
exoskeleton.
You.
When the uniform was announced, many called it bizarre, but these exoskeletons protect soldiers very well and allow soldiers to fire their weapons without even holding them. Special engines on the back of the uniforms.
Woohoo! That's why we don't ever mess with Ghana, dude. They got all this shit. Look at that. Go back to where you come from. This is Ghana country.
Control the rifles.
Ghana country.
The uniforms are also bullet and blast proof.
Yeah, man, they are, dude.
United Kingdom. The British Armed Forces have an insanely futuristic military suit. Its name is FIST, meaning Future Integrated Soldier Technology. It's been in development since 2004, and so far over 30,000 suits have been made. It has a target locator and rangefinder built in. And of
course, you naturally born people, get down, make room for the Muslims.
Of course, night vision. FIST also has microphones and speakers built in, replacing the radios soldiers used to carry. The suit is bullet and blast proof, and a Lewis sharpshooter rifle can be attached to the suit. FIST also has thick yet super lightweight body armor, protecting soldiers from bullets and grenade fragments. France. France has a high-tech military uniform named Filon, which stands for Integrated Infantryman Equipment and Communications. In French, of course. Filon integrates all operational requirements: protection,
the special retreat button. That automatically makes you run back to base and hide.
Patience, autonomy, mobility, observation, command, and weapon use. The uniform also comes with a high-tech touch tablet, allowing commanders to see the location of all of their men. Filan has an eyepiece to see enemies
And now
around
they're
corners, as well as super strong armor. It also has ballistic protections and fire resistance.
Look at that
It's designed
Look at that.
to be worn in any terrain.
Ooh.
It even has a sweat removing mechanism. I could really use that
So
at
a
the gym.
fan.
20,000 of these uniforms have already been made and have been used by France's army at home and abroad. Spain.
Where's France abroad at? Is France at war with somebody? Where are they using this stuff at?
Comfort is Spain's most elite
Comfort.
military uniform. The
Always
acronym
wondered what
translates
Spain was
to
up to.
Future Warfighter. Every suit includes a portable tablet, displaying position and navigation.
And of course, YouTube.
It has a mounted camera, allowing for around-the-corner shooting. The suit is bullet and blast-proof. Comfort also has a sweat outlet system, something not found in the US or Russian military suits. It also has a health monitoring system. Germany. Germany has always been known for its military might, which hasn't always been a good thing.
They got to bring up Hitler. Sorry, Germany.
But their high-tech military suit, the IDZES, has blown everyone away. This suit is not known for comfort, but instead protection, being bullet, blast, flame, and insect-proof. No more getting bitten by mosquitoes while on
Yes, no more mosquitoes. A sad German soldier.
mission. The IDZES has a built-in computer, allowing the wearer to see the location of friends and foes. They can even see themselves in real time on a map. The suit works in both light and dark conditions, and it's already been rolled out to German troops. It even has a holder for a G36, a high-powered rifle used by German troops. IDZ translates to infantryman of the future, and I think Germany has really proven that here. China has one of the biggest armies in the world.
These guys all look the same. This is AI? Or are they just really, that looks kind of AI. So these guys look exactly the same, don't they? I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or nothing. I'm saying this is like an AI image. I'm saying like they look strikingly similar.
And an insane uniform to match.
I'm like trying to figure out which one of these things are AI and which one
Chinese troops are now wearing exoskeletons on their legs and arms, allowing them to lift and carry very heavy loads. As well,
here are all of our secrets.
Walk for miles without feeling tired. China is also building.
Look at that, flying Chinese troops, dude. See, this is why we have to protect our country. An actual real world use of graphene to make something nearly impossible to damage, and it's bioplastic too. Man, the graphene's been around forever. I remember when it first came out, I thought they were going to replace all the glass in the world with it. All right. I got a jacket made of graphene right here. It's right here. I got a jacket made of graphene. Who has a graphene jacket? I got one.
Real life Iron Man suits. A jetpack system will allow troops to fly.
Like, look at this.
China's craziest.
Look at that. Huh? Invisible shield. It's not really a shield. It's just an invisibility cloak. I mean, you can still tell something is there, but yeah. Invisibility cloaks.
Military suit is an invisible suit. Invisible shields have been used for some time now, but China now plans to integrate this into suits. It will work by bending and expanding light, making the wearer seem invisible. China's elite special forces also have their own military.
Oh, we saw this the other night, didn't we? Machine gun dog.
Military suit, named the Portable Ammunition Support Assist System.
It's a great name.
Heavy-duty yet lightweight suit with a motor-powered exoskeleton built in. Wearing this adds about 20 kilograms of lifting strength. The suit takes less than 40 seconds to put on and take off. It's also bullet and blast-proof. It also has water and fire resistance, and is designed to be worn by China's most elite special forces unit, known as the Jiaolong Commandos. The suit will work in any terrain, including China's many deserts, jungles, snowy areas, as well as at sea and in built-up urban areas. China's Falcon Commando unit will
see. China wants Taiwan, India, and Siberia. So there you go.
Also wear these suits. The Falcon Commando is normally used for hostage rescue missions. Many in the US and other countries are concerned about China's new suits and say these suits may be used if China invades Taiwan. Which military uniform was best?
Which one do you guys think is best? I mean, everybody's still listening. How about I put you to sleep? I thought that was pretty interesting. Which military uniform do you think was the best? Which one did you like, Wolfram? Which one is your favorite? And let me see here. I think we're going with cool things for the week. We'll stay with 20 technologies that will change the world for our next time. Which will be next year. We'll save the rest for next year. Well, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Zebra alert, everybody. Zebra alert. Zebra alert. Waiting. What are you waiting on? It's funny. It says, I looked over at Rumble real quick. It says 8 viewers are waiting. What are you guys waiting for? What are you waiting for? I just say waiting. That's the weirdest thing. What are they waiting on? You guys see this, right? I know you see it because somebody else commented earlier that they didn't understand what I was saying or didn't know what I was talking about because they've been listening for 5 minutes and didn't bother to figure out the context of the conversation. All right. Let's see. What else we got? First broadcast back on X seems to be doing great. We got 0 on X tonight. That's awesome. Thanks for I didn't expect much with 21 followers. Hey, all right. Based Ape is now following us again over there. Good friend Based Ape is back. Cool. Awesome. And we'll rebuild that channel. We will rebuild our X somehow, some way, someday. We'll get people watching us again over there. It'll happen. As this weird, wild thing called Winning Reality, we'll make it happen. And again, thank you guys for helping us meet our goal tonight of 5 super chats. I appreciate it. Thomas Anderson says, Winning Reality. Glenn Beck says he expects China to move on Taiwan before Trump takes office. Well, they could. They could also move on Siberia. It would make more sense for them to move on Siberia right now. They really want Siberia. Russia is being taxed and just being in the place that it's at, having lost so many troops and being, at the tail end of a long war. Maybe better off going after. Plus, who's going to stop them, right? Who's to stop them? I mean, who's to stop them from going after Siberia right now? They want it. That way they can control the whole coastline there. At least from their territory up. But anyways, I got a couple funny videos for you. So let's get into that intro as we speak. Yeah, thank you, YouTube. Thank you for making this intro just phenomenal. Thank you again. Thank you for being so lagtastic. You are amazing.
This runaway sheep named Brad kept an entire community on their toes for weeks as he refused to be captured. And one
It's not even moving. I mean, stop. All right. It's like running through mud sometimes with this stuff. I keep on running. I keep on running and I keep on winning.
This runaway sheep named Brad kept an entire community on their toes for weeks.
Oh yeah,
as
lots
he
of resources in
refused to be
Siberia.
captured. And once it became clear where he was going, rescuers decided to listen to him and let him live exactly where he really wanted to. Brad was born at Golden Hour Acres, a small farm in Carlton, Minnesota, where Ryan cares for 15 Icelandic sheep and makes cozy socks and mittens with their wool. But in late
Runaway sheep, never
October,
caught. Got it. All right, let's go to the next one.
The following clip you're about to see is a small excerpt taken from my exclusive show on
Next.
If you haven't been paying attention to what's going on in the world because you've stupidly been paying attention to your own life, we'll bring you up to speed on this week's top stories to help inform you and lower your quality of life. Coming up. Good evening and welcome to We Lie to You News. We'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas, but that's uninclusive to people that don't celebrate Christmas. And we would wish you Happy Holidays, but that's uninclusive to people that aren't happy. So we would just say holidays, but that's uninclusive to Asians who pronounce it as holidays. So everyone can just f off equally this time of year. Recently on a New York City subway, an illegal immigrant who was previously deported by the Trump administration and then just came back under the Biden administration lit a 29-year-old lady on fire, killing her. In response to this barbaric strategy, New York Governor Kathy Hochul announced how she has previously took action to make subways safer, and as a result, crime on subways is going down. That seems accurate. Additional subway stats from this week alone, in addition to the woman who was burned to death, a 69-year-old man was killed on the subway after being stabbed in the chest. Another was stabbed in the face. A 32-year-old got in on the getting stabbed in the chest while the getting was good.
Hang on a second. Guys, I put the link to Rumble over here in YouTube. We got like a 1 like over there, man. Can we get the likes up on Rumble, man? We've had, let's see, 83 people come through. You got like a 1 like over there? I need my likers, man, because the video doesn't get out on Rumble unless it's got a thumbs up. I guess I gotta call it a thumbs up over there. Thumbs up over there. I don't want this to be the lowest thumbs up video that I have on Rumble. So if you could, please, let's help not let the last winning Saturday night on Rumble for the year go down in disgrace, even though it's been, I think an okay show. Hasn't been my greatest, but if you don't mind, because I had a busy week. I had to kind of like just throw some stuff together for the night, but I wanted to show up for you guys because you guys make it happen. You are my crowd, and I love each and every one of you. So if you guys have a second, just open another tab up maybe and hit that thumbs up over there on Rumble. Maybe we get a few more people in here for the closing parts of the show tonight, and make that poor little lonely Rumble video feel a little bit better. All right, let's continue.
A 17-year-old girl was knifed in the face, and a 72-year-old man was pushed onto the tracks and now requires spinal surgeries and has head lacerations. And a big thank you to Kathy Hochul's efforts, because this is what safer on the subways looks like. And we can promise you she's not even gaslighting you on that, because we assure you all the gas is being used to light passengers on fire to make the subways even safer. Meanwhile, President Brandon used his cold dead hand to pardon murderous pedophiles from death row in an effort to make everywhere just as safe as New York City subways. On the other hand, President Trump, while speaking at Turning Point USA in Phoenix, announced he'll be reducing the number of kids being sliced by knives.
With the stroke of my pen on day one, we're going to stop the transgender lunacy. And I will sign executive orders to end child sexual mutilation.
Those who are politically pro-mutilation did not like that. And President Trump went on to say this.
It will be the official policy of the United States government that there are only 2 genders, male and female.
He thinks there's only 2 genders? How did this guy win the election? We can say this. We don't know how the Trump administration is going to deal with the left when they confront him with all the scientific proof of the other 71 genders. So stay tuned for that. And in other news, the NBA has lost 45% of its viewers since 2012 because basically everything about it sucks. Moving along. Meanwhile, in California, Gavin Newsom has announced a bird flu state of emergency. He also said that this announcement is proactive action, meaning there is not an emergency, yet is announcing an emergency in case there is an emergency. And that's why Democrats and their policies are doing so well right now. Better than ever, some would say. And San Francisco's health department has announced their new health czar, who looks exactly the way you'd expect a health czar in California to look like. She looks like this. The health czar, who has her own zip code, claims that eating less cake is oppression. And you can look forward to learning more about health from her. That's it for today's news. Merry Christmas! Or if you don't celebrate Christmas and you're not mentally stable enough to feel fine anyway, then maybe you should celebrate Christmas and what it stands for. We'll be haunting you in the new year. Good night. My friend, you have no idea how protected I am from EMFs at the moment.
Zach, how you doing, my man? How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for swinging on in here to say hello. Oh, really, Max? So maybe there is more going on over there on Rumble. Oh no, we got it. We're up to 3. We're up to 3. Up 3 likes over there. Or thumbs up. Aroo. How you doing, Zach? How was your holidays? Let's talk for a minute. There's Zach's YouTube channel. I got a Sizzy read coming in. Oh no, I'm getting ready to sign off. Oh geez. Well, thank you for Sizzy for sending people over. But if you can tell him, I'm getting ready to close shop here. So he may want to send it to somebody else. Just let him know, and maybe he can find somebody that's still going to be on, or I got to find somewhere to send some people. So maybe I can help further the holiday joy by finding another channel to redirect to. I don't know who's on right now, but let me check real quick and see if I can find out. Oh, I know who I'm going to send people to. Hold on. Let's see if I can actually find him. Will he let me send people to him? I don't think he will. Oh man, that sucks. I was just sending a sack squatch. Oh no, he doesn't let you do that. Okay. How about we send well, I can't send people there either. Who's on right now? You might want to help. Good Logic, are you on? No. Wild Adventurer has a video coming up here in the future. Yeah, I don't know. It's not letting me find people. Let me refresh. So the redirect system in YouTube is weird. It's weird, wild stuff. Good. Yeah. Just let Chizzy know I'm packing up shop here. You may want to send it to somebody else tonight, but tell him I appreciate it. Let me see. Yeah. I'll send it back to him. Man. All right. Guys, thanks so much for being here this evening. I appreciate it. Let me see here. Oh yeah, I gotta do this one. Oh, I never changed it to that. There you go. And then we'll change it to this. Tonight, our exiting concert is a little piece of a band called Frog Wings by Jimmy Herring, Derek Trucks, Oteil Burbridge, his late brother Kofi Burbridge, who was an awesome guy, the late Butch Trucks, who is the uncle of Dwayne Trucks, the guy I used to play in a band with, and Mark Quintones of Allman Brothers fame, percussionist. And they had a band called Frog Wings, which was awesome. I'm going to play a few minutes of that on the way out. And you guys will totally enjoy it. You guys totally will enjoy this. It is masterful playing. I thank each and every one of you for being here this evening. And I hope you guys have a great evening. You gotta send a good goose song. I gotta send you a good goose song. Okay. I'll check it out. Yeah, just send it to me. Join my Discord if you want to. That's a great place to reach me. And again, thanks you guys so much for being here. And I will catch you on the flip side. And until next time, everybody, stay based and keep on winning.